Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. It's Tuesday already. Another bitterly cold day here in the northeast of England, but things are about to hot up because, yes, we have got, well, one of the most eagerly anticipated launches of the year so far. I know you had a bit of a sneaky peek first look of it over the weekend. You might have had a teeny weeny look at it last night on Monday Makers. Shh. But
what?
Shh. It was all Craig's idea. But the good news is, Sara Signature's Floral Elegance is finally here. It went live on the website early this morning. It is already absolutely flying out of the door. Safe to say, over the course of the last 2 days, we have had some brilliant deals for you. This you're going to absolutely love. There are so many options when it comes to grabbing this as well. There's showstoppers, there's bonus buys, there's individuals you can get as well. We will take you all through it, but if you've already had a look and you're sure that you love, get in nice and quickly because there is lots to chat about this Floral Elegance collection. And from the kind of pre-sales, if you like, before we've even gone live, this is going to be a surefire hit. Before we say hello to a few of you, I know there's already a lot of excitement coming through on the socials. Let's say hello to the lovely lady who is here to launch it, and you know it's going to be a big launch when Sara's here, not just for the launch, but for Wake Up Call as well. This is magnificent, Sara.
Yes, this is my big launch, and honestly, I cannot wait to show you the cards. I have got so many samples. It's such a good job, Ben, that we've got 4 hours today because there is no way I could get through all the techniques I want to show you. There's so much product in here, things that we've never developed and designed before, combinations of products that we've never put together before. And as we were developing this, and this was nearly a year ago now, we were developing this with the team, it was one of those ones where I was like, do you know what, we need to push the boat out on this. Yeah, that's a lovely paper pad, but wouldn't it be amazing if we printed it on pearl? And that's a fantastic step, but wouldn't it be good if we could just add this on? And I know we've never done this before, but what about if we had that? And that is what this is. And I mean, it is ginormous. There is so much stuff. We do have, I know a lot of you might just want to pick and choose what's in the bundle. If you're not sure, the great thing is you are right here at the beginning, right? Don't panic, you've got time. Just hold your horses, sit back and enjoy the show. Yeah. I can show you everything so that what I don't want you to do is rush off and go, yep, I've got to have 2 of them paper pads and I'm going to have this and I need that bit, I need that bit, I need that bit. And then later on you watch me and you go, oh, why did I not get that? Oh, I can't believe I didn't just get the complete collection. I mean, trust me, if you're unsure, just stay and watch us for all of it because it is absolutely phenomenal, this range. Phenomenal, even if I do say so myself.
It is phenomenal. We're going to step you through it. Sara's going to step you through it. Do you know what? I've never had such a thorough production meeting as we had this morning with producer Johnny because there was so much. I mean, we thoroughly prep every morning before any bosses say anything, but it was even more thorough this morning because there's so much to go through. And Sara will show you, and has already alluded to, items that you kind of haven't seen before in a collection like this. That's why it's so big. You know, things like we've got the dried flowers in here, things like we've got a wax seal kit in here. We've got so much when it comes to your consumables as well. If you think we've been generous before when it comes to things like your paper pads and your card pads and your vellum, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is going to be a mega hit. And I know as we chatted yesterday, so many of you got up early and set your alarms and have been in, but let me know if you shopped, what you went for. Did you go showstopper? Which bonus bundle did you go for? Let me know. I need to know all on the socials. And what are you most excited about? Before we get into this, don't forget the January sale is still go on the website. There are loads of items for you. We started off with over 500 items with up to 75% off on the website. I know there's far fewer than 500 right now, but it's still worth delving in and having a bit of a look because we've covered off all sorts. As you can see with a bit of a flick through here, we've got paper pads, we've got stamps, we've got dies, we've got embossing folders, we've got cut and embossed folders. There's storage there. If you're into your soft crafts, you're covered off. If you're into things like your flower forming, we've got all of that. If you love creator cards, you've got all of that in there as well. If you love stamps, if you love sentiments, there's just absolutely tons, as I say. Just under 500 items for you to have a look at. Heavily discounted as well with up to 75% off. A few quick good mornings and we'll get into it. Jan's with us on the socials this morning. Sarah Brown says, hello to all my crafty friends around the world. A special hello and hugs to Sara. And of course, Ben can't forget the best presenter in the biz. Yes, Sarah, sending you the £5. Thank you. And all the gang behind the scenes sending you all hugs from Melbourne, Australia. Jan Coe is in East Tennessee. Hello to Stephanie Barnett is in Wisconsin. Hayley Ralph's joined us in West Yorkshire. And Christine Mahoney says, good morning, Ben and Sara. Sara, you look gorgeous.
Wow, thank you very much. And they've got kissy lips on this dress. How good's that?
Kissy
It's
lip.
got kissy lips. It's No, Johnny's asking if we've got pockets. This dress is about 15 years old. It's back in the day before anybody invented pockets in dresses.
Okay.
So, no.
But anyway, Christine says, you look gorgeous. Ben, you're okay. Oh, handsome as ever, thank you. Carol's in Cornwall, got the fire lit and still cold. And Sean says, I think I need more than 2 of the paper pads. You absolutely do.
Oh, you do. Wait, I'll show you them.
On screen, showstopper. Sara's going to take you all through this, but the showstopper is everything, all right? You can see the saving that you're making here. Platinum price, £144, $200 if you're shopping in the US. That, of course, is your free shipping right there. There is tons to go through. It's probably going to take the first 20 minutes of the show to get around it all. If you want everything, if you want it at the best price as well, this is definitely the way to go, and I think this is the way that most people will go. 23 items within the showstopper, all of your dies, all of your stamps, all of your paper pads in there. I mean, when you talk about the paper pads, there's pearl pads, matte mirror pads, we've got 6x6s, 12x12, we've got foil transfers, we've got vellum in here, we've got decoupage pads in here too. It's so big, this isn't even all of it. The next part of the showstopper is over here. We're going to keep the cameras working hard today, I tell you what, because this is all of your goodies as far as your paper pads are concerned. Like we've mentioned, you've got pearl pads in here, you've got your matte mirror pads, you've got your 24 sheets, double-sided paper pad, there's foil transfers, there's vellum, which is also beautifully foiled, your 6x6 pads in there as well. There's absolutely tons. That's all of the showstopper, okay, £144 or $200. You can also go for your bonus buys. Make the most of doing those, as most people love to do. We do have the embellishments available as a bonus buy, but the majority of people are going to go for the paper and card 6-piece collection. £60 or $79.20 if you just go for that on its own, but you pop the showstopper into your basket, you add this into the same basket, you halve that price, which is incredible. Again, when you see the value that you're getting in this collection, that comes down by half. So £30 or just under $40. Exactly right. You can go for the embellishment bundle as your bonus buy if you wish, but the majority of people are going to do this. Right, let's get into this because I feel like it's going to take you some while to talk around it, Sara. But what a gorgeous collection this is.
I know, and there is a lot. It's going to take me longer than usual. Do you know how I'm going to start? Showing you the samples.
Yes.
I'm going to start by showing you the samples, right? Okay, so start over here, right? So you'll start to appreciate the papers are to die for. And we alluded to it a little bit. Instead of having a regular paper pad, we've done a paper pad that we have printed onto pearl. We usually only do this in birthday week. So we've printed this paper pad onto the pearl. So you'll see us looking at that when we get to it. And by the way, this is fabulous, this little stencil inside that we're going to... And you see these rose petals?
Yeah.
They're actually flowers. First time ever,
yes,
we've managed to source dried flowers.
Amazing.
Which you can use. So I'm going to be doing loads of demos and show you how you can be using the dried flowers as well, okay? There is, in this one, your glitter pastes.
Yes.
There is glitter paste, there is gilding flakes. I'm going to show you how to do this sort of technique a little bit later, where we're layering up the gilding with the glitter paste, with the ink pads. You've got shimmering pads in here as well. Loads I can be showing you with that. Now, the dies, the stamps, the stencils, the embellishments, everything that goes with it, this is actually one of the stencils. And again, I'm going to be trying to walk you through how to use it. I know we've got 4 hours, guys, so I'm not going to run out of time. I promise I'm not. But just for you to see, I mean, this is just the samples that I've got out here. I've got so many to show you. We've got a die-cut decoupage pad. This is decoupage on here. There is a die-cut decoupage pad in the collection. This edgeable is absolutely incredible, but then look at the papers.
Oh wow.
Look at that. Can you see? This is why you needed it on the pearl finish, Ben. You need it on the pearl finish.
Yeah.
Now, there's also some really clever techniques you can do with this one, okay? So, can you see in the background of here, this, now we've got foil transfers in this one. Or, look at this card I'm going to try and do for you. I'll try and see if I can do it in this show a little bit later, right? This is not a foil transfer. This has been stamped and then use the gilding flakes to achieve this effect
Great
as well. So I'll
idea.
show you how to do that. And can I just say, how incredible does this look when you put the vellum insert on the inside, and that's not being gilded and flaked, it's not being stamped. No, these are foiled vellum.
Wow.
Let that sink in, guys. Foiled vellum. We've not brought you foiled vellum in the Sara Signature Collection like this. You get the foiled vellum, the transfers, there's loads and loads to do with the papers. Not the flowers, sorry, the flowers, right? Look at this one here. So this is, can you see this little posy has been made using an offcut of the vellum because it's foiled. You've got all of it. You're probably going to want to jump on and order more of those flowers, by the way, because I can tell you that set, when I show you them, you'll see that set of just a few little bits in here, but how incredible does it
Very
look? And
pretty.
of course, they are exactly the right colours.
Yeah.
Now, you can either use the flowers that we've put in, or you can make your own flowers because we have a set of rolled paper flower dies, right? Rolled paper flower dies where you can be doing these little rolled paper flowers, or you can be doing these style ones, or you can be doing these style ones. We also talked about the fact that you've got the wax seals in here. That is in the wax seal, that love, that is built into there. And I'll be showing you the different colours and how we get that multi-level transfer. Look at this as well, though.
Oh my goodness me.
So this has got on, I just love this. It's got the wax seal on that we've done then the gold. I'll teach you how to do this on the show, how to get the gold on.
Yeah.
This is with the glitter paste that we've got in there, looks incredible. There's all of your different rolled paper flowers that we've done with the various pads that we've got in here. These are the edgeables that have been used to make this glorious. But I mean, is that, or is, I feel like that needs to be a craft along.
Yeah, absolutely. It's exquisite.
Now, so that's just an idea of some of the things you could be making, right? I'm going to show you the product, and then I'm going to get you into some of the demos that I'm going to do over the course of the 4 hours. So 2 hours in wake-up call, 2 hours for the official launch. Actually, I'm going to show you now. I showed you that one with the vellum. How nice is this, right? One of the embossing folders that we've got. And then doing the special effect with the gold over the embossing powder, and we're going to be painting with the ink pads, right?
Beautiful.
But the one I can't wait to do, and this will have to be this afternoon in the show, we're going to do this board. Oh, we could do this and give it away, Ben.
Oh, no, what?
We could make one of these and give it away, actually, using the papers, using the vellums.
Is that an MDF?
That is, yes, it's an MDF base.
Wow.
And I just thought it seemed to work really well with this. This is the inks. We're going to be doing a bit of ink. This is a big, full-on, like, half-an-hour project we're going to go to this afternoon. The glitter pastes. We're trying to use a little bit of everything in here. The colouring, by the way, on some of these stamps is just to die for. Like I said, there is an awful lot that we're going to get going through, but don't worry, because you've got me all day, right? So, we start with that paper pad.
Oh, let's do it.
I'm going to bring out all my paper pads, because when you see what we've done, now apparently producer Johnny's telling me it's really busy on its own. I just need to explain to you, because this has been pearl printed on both sides, just add that in, this is a 24 sheeter. So usually we do 36 sheeters, but 24 sheet when it's the pearl. So I want you to build that in when you are making your decision on how many of these am I getting. So if we go on the close-up with this, can you see? You can see that sheen coming through, right? So you only get 2 sheets of each design, right? So I want to make sure I show you every one.
Beautiful.
Can you see? Look, it looks like it's got powdered bits of gold in it, right? So you've got that sheen. And then that is the underside, which is basically the background. So it's the background, but you've got the same background here, but with the florals on, right? So if I move to the next one, actually, there's the next one. I don't want to miss it. Now you've got that lovely navy blue, and the background is the navy. But when you've got the pearl shown through the white, that's when it was just, I saw the first sample of the paper pad come in, and I kind of said, guys, can we try and print it on pearl? And Leanne was like, I don't know. I was like, get it printed on pearl. It's got to be on pearl. And she agreed. And when we saw the samples, we're like, yeah, it had to be, right? I mean, even the B track on this side, I just love, right? Beautiful, some vibrant. It's basically all built around this colour palette. So can you remember a few years ago, and I mean, it will be about 10 years ago, we did like a navy and blush. Maybe it's not 10 years ago, but I think it'll be a good 5 years ago. We did a navy and blush collection, just a paper pad. Everybody loved it. So we've kind of built on that theme, but gone and done the whole collection. Now that we've got all this capability with the ink pads and the glitter pastes and everything, we've really tried to push it that next level, okay? So these are all the papers in the paper pad. Like I said, there's only 2. Oh, this one's amazing. There's only 2 sheets of each. So you might want extra. Now, if you go for the showstopper, you can get, I mean, bear in mind on the showstopper, you're saving £33, $33. But then also, you can get the half price collection. A lot of people get the showstoppers just to be able to get that half price. So you can actually be saving over 60, 70 pounds today if you're getting a half price deal and the saving on
Absolutely.
the showstopper, right? Which would pay for you another couple of pads if you wanted. What I will say is we do that in the 12 by 12. We also have it in the 6 by 6.
Amazing.
Both sizes are in the bonus buy, right? But it's exactly the same, but everything's scaled down.
Yeah.
So it's exactly the same as what I've just shown you with that gorgeous pearl finish on it, just being scaled down, right? Now, if we went pearl with that, we've had to go pearl with the corresponding, right? So this is your pearl pad. So can you see, you've got like, it's not an off-white, it's like a grey shade. So you've got the grey, you've got the pink, you've got the more vibrant pink, then you've got, it's like the blush, it's not really a gold, it's like a blushy gold.
Yeah.
You've got the lovely pale blue, and then you've got like the stormy grey in there as well, right? So those are your 6 colours in your pearl pad. But then, you're going to be using this a lot for your matting and layering, right? Then we move, let me just make sure I've got this, someone stuck it down. Who's been in this morning on, whatchamacallit? Sorry, who did you say did first look?
Who did first look? It was Becky and Debbie Fisher, wasn't it?
Oh, right. These are all stuck together, right? Let me just get this off, right? I want to make sure, you've got to experience this in full, guys, right? So, the champagne, in the matte mirror, the champagne is fat. You might want just extras of this pad, guys.
Oh, yeah.
The blush. Ooh. Now that is like a blushy rose gold. Oh, then you've got the bright gold. So I'm just going to show you those 3 colours together. So that is your proper gold. Then to go with that, you've got the blush. And then to go with that, you've got the champagne.
Yes.
So they're all just incredible shades that you're going to use. So you want extras of this one.
Stock up on those, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now you go on to the mirror. So you've got the mirror in that. Then you've got the blue in the mirrors.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just getting updates from producer Johnny. They are going, right? You haven't seen it all yet, guys. But so, interestingly, it's the showstopper that's going. We haven't sold any more collected. He's like, no, they're going for the showstoppers. Right, so I need to see them, right? Then, while we're on paper pads, that vellum.
Oh, here we go.
Right, but the vellum is foiled, guys. So I need you to understand, right? Look at it with the foiling on. And it's those lovely deep shades. They're not all foiled, but the ones that need foiling on get the foiling on them, right? So you've got that beautiful sheets of vellum in there. You're only going to use a little bits of this, you know. I mean, it's just fabulous. You can see that we keep it every little scrap.
Yeah.
Even just a little bit like this would make a nice little wrap. Or I might show you how to do a little tiny ball later using some of your offcuts, right? So we'll do that. Or I might show you how we can do more foiling onto the vellum, right? Now, these, you've got the foil transfers.
Oh, these are incredible.
So you've got your set of the foil transfers.
Yeah.
And then you've got your foil to transfer. Now, if I show you the designs, there's 7 designs in here. So these are them there. So we've got like your backgrounds and your circles and your flourishes and things like that, right? Then we've got all the sentiments. So you've got these beautiful, and again, you might want extra sets of these. Then you've got, I mean, these are just wonderful.
Beautiful,
but then we get your alphabets.
Nice.
So we've done the uppercase, the lowercase, and the numbers.
Great.
Right? So uppercase and so that you can do personalised cards with people's names or numbers on them, right? So there's your transfers, and you get the foil in with the transfers. That is everything that is coming if you go for the extra card pad. So you're getting doubles up of all of the stuff that we've just told you pretty much need to double up on, right? Let me go through now everything that's in the main collection. So
we've got people already saying they're buying the showstopper, Sara, because they're just sold on the papers.
Papers are unbelievable. Wait till I go through the rest of it, right?
Okay.
Can I just say the wax seal kit, right? So the 2 seals are for you and love.
Aww.
So you can see them there, but you see the different colours that we've put them on. I'm going to teach you in the show how we start and mix those colours together as well to get some of the different finishes. And can you remember, I did show you a nice one. So this one here has been a mix of the colours. Isn't that nice, right? This one down here was the navy, but we've used a gold pen to highlight over the top of it.
Okay.
I think that looks incredible. I really do, right? So we've got wax seals. We haven't had wax seals in ages, right? Glitter pastes. So you saw that one there we've just been looking at. You saw the glitter paste in the background.
Okay, yeah.
But then you've also got that lovely champagne. So these are the 2 colours that you've got in the glitter paste. But I'm going to show you later in the show. I need to remember all this stuff. I've just promised to show you, right? This here is where we've used that glitter paste, but over top of some of the gilding flakes, right? So if you use that with the gilding flakes, you've got the gilding flakes kit. I am going to teach you how we do that stamping and using gilding flakes over the images that we've stamped.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know how to do that, so we'll cover that in the show. I'll teach you how to do that because you've got the full set, and that is the blush color. It's the same foil as the foil that we use when we foil like the vellum and whatnot, right? Now, you've got a pack of 2 of the little shimmer ink pads. These are the ones that I'm going to be using to paint with, I'm going to be using to stamp with, I'm going to be using through stencils, I'm going to be showing you how we've used them just to give a little bit of an English colour background to draw onto, so we're going to be using them as well. There's actually a whole thing of glitter as well. So I'm going to be doing some detail work. I'm doing a lot in these 4 hours, aren't I? Going to be doing some detail work, but you've got the massive pot. Can you see the glitter? But it's iridescent. Can you see, Ben? So even though it looks like it's pink, and you see it's got the iridescent gold shining through. Very difficult to do that sort of glitter. The team have absolutely excelled themselves on this, right? Oh, I'm still going. The flowers.
Nowhere near finished.
So they come in this beautiful box, right? But I want you to see exactly how many you get for those of you that are going to buy extra flowers. I'll just tell you now exactly what will happen.
Yeah.
We've bought extra flowers. We won't have bought enough extra flowers because the amount of you will go for a showstopper and think, well, I'll just throw 2 or 3 extra packs of flowers in because they're not very expensive, right? Then all that will happen is the flowers will sell out and potentially sell the whole collection out.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you now, that is the one that I think will sell the bundle out, will be the flowers. Okay, it's going to be a busy day, guys. I'm just warning you now. You did right coming in for wake-up call. Now, I'm about to go through all of the hardware, as we call it, in the collection, right? So in the hardware, you've got this gorgeous stack. Now, if I get through to this later, do you want to see the card that I've planned to do with this? Probably this afternoon. How gorgeous is that, Ben? And then just colouring into it. It's one of those like colourable designs. Brilliant for your stained glass window effects and whatnot as well. So that's that one. I did show you this in the background of that lovely, this is nice, by the way, if you just want to do like white embossing powder or something on there. Now, I talked about the stamps. You've got that lovely stamp as a corner, but then I'm also going to find the big stamp. He's the one. Oh, look at this one here. That, I'm going to be showing you how to do all of the colouring in on this. You're going to absolutely love it, right? So we're going to be looking at that as well. Stencils are where it's at, right? So what you've got is you've got an embossing folder, and it's the outline embossing. You know, we did these, Ben, you love them.
Yeah.
So it's in the outline embossing folder so that you can colour into that if you want. But then also, you've got the stencil that's going to coordinate. Can you see how fabulous? If you like to do that in the stencil design, I like the stencil. I'm going to be showing you stenciling with the inks and with glitter paste on there. We've then also got all of these. Because you see, we've got the lovely, I need to put you on there. So you've got, you know how we do these, where you've got the big sentiment and the stamped element that goes with it. We've then got that edgeable. Lovely big edgeable on there, which is fabulous. Loads of cards I've used with that on, right? Then you've got the rolled flowers. So there's 3 rolled flowers. I'll teach you how to do rolled flowers over the course of the day.
So those were the ones that created them on the side of that box, yeah?
Those are the ones.
Ah,
Create
gotcha.
all those rolled flowers. If you've never done rolled flowers before, stay with me. I'm going to teach you how to do it. And then finally, you've got the multi-layer stencil, where you're going to layer all the little bits into it, and you can be doing them in different colours and building it up. I will endeavour to show you all of that. We've got a whole 4 hours, guys, but there's so much in this range to get through. Right. I feel like I need to lie down, Ben.
You might have to come back later on as well during launch party if we're going to get through all of that. There's loads in this collection, isn't there? And I tell you what, already so many of you saying that you're up and bought and done. Linda got the showstopper and the bonus buy. Christina saying good morning from a chilly Sleaford, looking lovely. Sara, Ben looking very dapper today, thank you. Wendy, good morning. Sara, Ben, Jan, CTB and all the crafters. I ordered really early. I got all the tidying up so I can watch and enjoy and not feel guilty. Thank you, I just had to get it. Tracy Madden, oh my goodness, my layout collection's just arrived. Crafters Companion, that was a lovely surprise.
Wow.
Loads of people said that he ordered yesterday and they're getting their order come through today, which is incredible. And as Craig was talking about yesterday, this is a kind of collection that you're going to be choosing the papers from and using alongside that fantastic layout collection. Emma, throw it in. She says, I ordered a selection of bits. I got all of the paper pads, luxurious lace eye, elegant floral heart stamp embellishments, elegant stamp and die sentiments, floral delight embossing folder, perfect beanie stencil, ink pads, pearl paper pad, better pad and the 12 by 12 paper pad. The options are there for you to grab individuals should you wish, but the best thing, if budget allows, get the showstopper because you get absolutely everything with that extra saving. £144 per annum. $200 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. That's the first half of it, just here. Then you get all of those papers as well, all of the card, all of the vellum included in there too. And the brilliant thing, of course, about getting the showstopper is guaranteed you're going to want to get more of the consumables. You're going to want to get more of that beautiful pearl paper pad. You're going to want to get more of the beautiful matte mirror card and everything else within that bundle. You can for half price. Bottom of your screen, that Floral Elegance paper and card collection, which is £75 or $99, becomes half price when you pop that into your basket with the showstopper. It is definitely the way to go. And yes, Christine, you're right. It took almost half an hour to get through all of the collection. That shows you how much is in this set, but it was absolutely worth showing you what you're getting. And now we can relax and watch the demos. I mean, don't you relax, get stuff in your basket, get it checked out. But we can go through as much as is possible over the course of the next hour and a half and the 2 hours later. And as producer Johnny says, very wise words, very sage words today from producer Johnny. He says, get in now, right? Get everything you need, and then you can come back later on and just enjoy what is going to be a fantastic launch day. Because yeah, literally, there are a lot of demos to get through. Are we going to let people sort of vote for which demo they want to see, or have you got it in your mind as to how you're going to do the demos?
I am myself feeling slightly overwhelmed at how much I want to show you, and so I might have to sacrifice finishing my whole cards to be able to show you techniques and bits of it, right? So yes, I'm desperate to get the vellum out, I'm desperate to get the Gildan flakes out, I'm desperate to do a little bit with the glitter paste, I want to get those ink pads out, I want to show you how to do the rolled flowers. That's what I want to get done in the kind of first half an hour.
First half an hour?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so, and then I really want to do some of my cards.
Right.
I do feel like this is calling at me. Like, since I saw this card, and this is one of Bianca's, and I absolutely love it, I think this is one of the most simple cards, but it looks so effective, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to show you how you get the kind of this sort of effect going on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little scrap of the, and I say scrap, you want to be using your leftover cuts of your, look at this, you've got the lovely paper on the inside, the B track on the outside. I think I'll start off showing you that then. Yeah. Then we might do a little bit of stamping while I've got the gilding flakes out.
Okay.
Good plan?
Let's do that.
Right, okay. And you can talk and you can keep us going with questions. Oh, I didn't show the decoupage pad.
Oh, yeah, the decoupage pad.
It's here in front of us.
In the bundle, isn't it?
I didn't even show you everything. You're all off buying it. I didn't even show you everything in the collection, right? So this is all of the... Thank you, Lisa. She's like, you've missed the decoupage pad, Sarah. Can I just say as well, it's all die cut.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're literally popping the bit. You don't need the dice to go with it. It's pre-die cut for you to pop the bits out and build the decoupage up. We'll do the decoupage at some point as well today.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
so
I haven't got much to do. Haven't got much to do.
Thank you to Robbie says, so many gorgeous items in this collection. Sarah looks amazing. And Ben, you matched the collection. Chose the shirt specifically this morning. I'm glad you noticed, Robbie. Thank you so much. I did actually. No one believes me, but I did. I did actually. Pam says, hi, Sarah and Ben. Just want to say, as Ben knows, I ordered yesterday's layering collection and had a message from Yodel. It's due any minute. How is that for service, says Pam. Yes, today. Delivered in 24 hours, pretty much. Stephanie Barnett says, showstopper and paper bonus buy are checked out. I didn't even make it past the samples. Betty loves the papers. Christina loves that MDF project, which we'll see later on. Alison Lee says, I'm convinced I need it. And Tracy getting very excited about the fact that her layout collection is launching. Good morning, Sarah. And Ben says, Anne Hopkins and all. I love, love, love it all. Let us know, like Emma's done, what you're going for, especially if you're picking and choosing as well, what items sort of shouting out to you, which ones you've put into your little mini collection. Keep in touch and keep commenting, and any questions, fire them in on the socials. Right, Sarah, let's go.
Bad news, guys. Producer Johnny has just said, I'm going to have to go off comms and go and check the stocks because it's getting busy. We are 29 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you now, it's going to be one of them days, but we all know it, right?
3.5 hours away from the official launch as well.
Right, okay, can I just show you these ink pad? Right, what I've done is I've cut one of those pearl card. There's the A track.
Wow,
I'm using the B track. I'm going to use one of the bits of the B track just to show you what you could be doing with it, right? Now, with the ink pads, we've got a blush and we've also got ambiance. Ambiance, right? And what I'm going to do, because I'm trying to, I'm showing you how you replicate this, right? I'm going to use a brush and I'm actually just going to brush. Can you see this? How fabulous it looks when we brush ink across the surface, right?
Is that just a dry brush, is it?
That's just a dry, sorry, yes, I haven't wet it. I'm just brushing a dry brush across the surface. Now, I don't want to waste too much ink, so I'm not actually going right up to the edge because we're going to be putting the other mediums over the edge. I just want this piece coming down. So can you see? Yes, now you can see it, right? So I'm just picking up a little bit of that ink. And bear in mind, oh my word, Johnny's like, they're ordering, you're supposed to wait.
Absolutely flies,
You're supposed to wait, we have a break, guys, and then go and order it, right? Now watch this, I'm going to be bringing, so I've got this one here, and then I've got this one here, and I'm going to bringing a bit of the pink in. How incredible does that pink look? And it's just subtle. And you're just getting that little bit of a hint of colour. Now, you can't see it until the light goes onto it, right? So,
we've got
American
nigh on
guys...
100 people at any one time checking this out currently in the UK. At any one time. How crazy is that? It's absolutely flying, Sara.
The US are going to be coming in and getting a bit of a shock later, is all I can say. There's still some of them, but you know, there's like 10 times more of you in the US than there is in the UK.
Yeah.
That causes a problem, right? So, I've got my brush colour down here. Now I'm going to put a little bit of the gilding flakes, right? So this is where we're going to use the liquid adhesive, right? Now what I like to do is just sometimes pop a little bit of the liquid adhesive out, so you're not going to use much of it. And then what I like to do is take it onto the sponge and I'm just dragging it up the end like this.
Okay.
Right? So can you see, and I want that kind of effect. Now I did a lovely project over Christmas, Ben, where I did this kind of technique, but I did it on a glass vase.
Oh,
and
yes.
it looked fabulous on the glass vase, right? Now, the trick with the glue is you need to put the glue on and then you need to leave it so that it dries. And actually, ours isn't far off dry there. So if I just give it a little bit of a blow, it's pretty much dry, right? Now, gilding flakes on there. So I'm going to go gilding flakes next. I can still see... Can you see it's a little bit lighter up the edge? Yeah, you can see a little bit lighter up here. So I'm going to focus on where it's less down here. And actually, in the interest of keeping nice and clean, I think I'll put a little bit of black card behind so that we can collect the excess.
Wow.
And pour it in.
Okay.
Are you wowed about me trying to
New
keep
Year's
clean?
resolution after winning Messiest Crafter of the Year, is that what it is?
Yeah, funny boy. Funny boy.
Funny boy.
Now, if you've got any of your other gilding flakes, guys, bear in mind, you could, if you wanted, be mixing colours here. Now, you also, ideally, if you have a few different sponges, use a different sponge. But watch this, I'm going to just rub this over because I want that feel. I don't want it all over. I want that ethereal kind of feel to it, right? Okay. So the trick is you're putting the gilding flakes on, but it's not excessive. It's not too much. We're putting a little bit on, and then we're going to like take off the excess like this because we're rubbing that all over. And it gives me more of a feel with the little bits as opposed to having a solid. Because if we wanted a solid background, we could use the glitter, the card pad. We don't. We want the ethereal feel to it. You get up there. And I am also trying to save me nails a little bit, although I think that might be fruitless. Is that a word? It's not really, is it not?
Fruitless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's fruitless.
Yeah, it's fruitless. It's not going to happen, right? Yes, look at that with the gilding flake on now, right? That's the next bit. And then from here, we now want to go and we want to start putting some bits of glitter paste on, right? Okay. But I want to see the colour of this through. So bear in mind with your glitter paste, you've got the pink one, but you've also got that lovely you've got the blush and the ambiance one again. Ambiance, right? So again, you're taking this off. I'm going to lift the lid off.
Oh, look
and you
at that
only
again.
need some little bits. So where's me? Spatulas, here they are, right? So I'm just going to take a little bit of this.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm just going to blow our own trumpet here. Our glitter paste, I think, are the best glitter paste
absolutely.
in the world.
I think loads of people would
without
agree.
a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
And then look, as all you're doing is I'm scraping this along because we try. It is, believe it or not, this is like mixed media.
Yeah.
So this is building up all your mixed media backgrounds and your different pieces, using all the different too. But this is why this collection, we really did build up a lot of elements in the collection so that you would have that opportunity to be able to do this.
It's lovely that you're doing this as the first demo because I wouldn't have had this down as like the first demo that you would have done, but it's great to see.
I'm just, and I'm going to just do that a little bit subtle to bring all this in so that we can see the other behind, and then building that in from there. You know it's going good when Sara's starting to get her fingers messy on here, right?
No.
And that is how you kind of build up that lovely, elegant background.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm going to have to compromise, guys, because I can't get my whole cards done. Look at that. Use that background. And again, see how that goes onto a card like that.
If you've got your layout collection from yesterday, what a perfect start to then add your elements for your layout collection.
Honestly, you know, these are all elements that you're going to bring from that layout collection. You just need ideas of structuring your cards. The card is beautiful enough. You just need all the ideas. Right?
Wow, wait.
Right, sorry, I've got a bit of a mess going on. I'm going to have to tidy up.
Give you a second to clear up. We're not short of people chatting. We are not short of people chatting here. It's so busy. And in absolutely loving all of it, Hayley Ralph says, I love that technique. Definitely one that I'm going to be trying. A lot of people interested as well in the rolled flowers, which I know we'll come on to a little bit later on. I'll fire the questions which you're asking.
I'll get that. Do you want me to get that ready next?
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll ask you in a minute when we get onto it. But a lot of people interested about the different types of whether we can use cardstock or flower forming foam with those rolled flowers. So we'll have a look at that in just a few moments' time. Lynn's with us saying Sara looks amazing and Ben's shirt goes with the collection. It really warms my heart that you've noticed. I honestly did it. And another chat about yesterday, Christine Mahoney says, Ben, I ordered the layout collection first thing yesterday morning and it's coming tomorrow to upstate New York. That is crazy fast. 2 days from here to New York, and this is what's so exciting, isn't it? Particularly, again, if you're picking up this collection today, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to have to wait a week or so for this to arrive. We're super speedy at the minute. The guys in the warehouse are getting your orders out, working super duper hard, so that once you've bought, you know you're going to be crafting within a matter of days. We are so busy right now. We thought this was going to be a busy show. A lot of you yesterday were chatting at me, saying you were setting your alarms, you were getting up early, making sure you were first in. I don't think we quite expected that many people to be watching and checking it out right now, but it's great that you are. Get whatever it is that you want, whatever budget allows. If you want the whole lot and budget allows you to do it, go for the showstopper. That's the best value for money. It's the biggest saving that you're making, and of course it opens up the opportunity for you to get even more of the crafty content for half price. Add in another one of those paper and card bundles. You'll get it for half price when you do it with the showstopper. You might want to add in that embellishment bundle as well to get more of all of the extra goodies, more of the glitter paste, more of those dried flowers, which I know we'll see as we head over the shows today. The beautiful glitter, the gilding flakes, the wax seals that you've got. We have literally thrown everything at this, haven't we? Bar the kitchen sink. It is massive. It is everything you need when it comes to all of your papers, your cardstock, your vellums, when it comes to decoupaging, when it comes to your wax seals and glitter, and you've got your dry flowers in there, your glitter paste, your gilding flakes, everything that you need in here and more. And the great thing is, again, all the items currently available for you individually. So if you do want to pick and choose, do that as well. And I know a few of you are doing that. Kirsty C says, good morning, everybody. I've been having a yodel race with my son. What will turn up first, the layout collection at work or the G2, my Christmas present from my son at home? It was the G2 that won. And thank you also to Lisa, who's been in touch. Jan says, loving all of the colours in those papers as well. If you have just joined us as well, we will have another good look through everything over the course of this show and indeed the actual launch itself. Listen, we are so busy. Producer Johnny is a steam coming out of his ears, honestly. He is so busy. We have got, only in the UK right now, we're not even like thinking about US, but in the UK right now, at any one time, we've got over 100 people at the checkouts. Imagine that. Imagine being in your local supermarket and seeing that right now. 100 people at the checkouts waiting to go. If that's you, let's give you opportunity to get your baskets checked out, and we'll come back with even more. Answer your questions, read your comments, and see lots more with Sara with this amazing bumper collection. We'll see you in about 4 minutes.
When it started about 20 years ago, probably a bit longer because I've always been quite crafty, but I got into scrapbooking. When my youngest daughter was born, I decided to do scrapbooking. I got all this amazing crafty stuff that I put into all these pages. Really, I started getting into card making probably about 15 years ago, and then that was it. I have so many people that inspire me, and I have to say, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a crafter's companion, but Sara Davies was one of the first people that I got to meet in the craft industry. My mum got me into crafting, so that's my main inspiration. So you can imagine how excited I get when I get to meet Sara Davies. I mean, when I then got on this design team, when I got to work with Sara closely, everything from then on was amazing. But my mum is definitely, or was, the most inspirational person in my life through my crafting. Gossip, I can't give you any gossip. I mean, that's between us. Do you know what? We were just literally in the green room. Everyone, it's just been done out and John's been in there and it's become this place where everyone just comes in and it's just this gossip fest. And it's amazing because we're all such good friends, genuinely, and I know you all know that. But we have the most amazing time between us all. Me and Craig bounce off each other because we're very similar in our crafty ways. But also me and Debbie, we're full of giggles, and me and Jan and Corinne and Michelle, everybody that I work with is amazing. On the set and off the set, it's just incredible to work at Crafts Companion. Non-craft facts. Well, I have to say, I'm a bit of a singer and a dancer. I'm not good at either. When I was little, I did win a disco dancing competition for the school and I come second to a Michael Jackson tribute, which I was quite gutted about because I thought I might have won that. So I used to do a bit of disco dancing and I love dancing. I used to be part of an adult dance group and it's something I'd like to take lessons.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Thank you so much, everybody, for checking out your baskets. I know there's still loads of you with items in your carts getting ready to check out, but it's busy. It's so busy, and I appreciate as well the fact that so many of you have got up early. Mimi just saying, hi, Sara and Ben, got up at 3 a.m.
Wow, commitment!
Bought the showstopper, bonus buy paper pads, glitter paste and inks. I knew this would fly out the door. I'm so excited. I got the layout collection when Sara launched on HSM, but I've been really excited after watching the team. Linda's in love with the vellum, and Crafty Mama says on YouTube, good morning, Crafters TV team. Ben and fabulous Sara. Hello, all crafty friends from a very cold and snowy Detroit. So many comments and questions coming through. I know we're going to have a look in a few moments' time at those beautiful rolled flowers, show you all the different things that you can do with those, and a few questions coming in as to the kind of things we can make out of those rolled flowers. And also, Sue's just asking about that last demo. She says, do you have to allow the layer of gilding flakes to dry before you put on glitter paste?
Well, I didn't.
No.
I mean, if I was at home, would I have done that? Probably.
Yeah.
But actually, you know, it's still going on okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks marvellous, doesn't it?
Still looks pretty good, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And I didn't wait for anything to dry. Patience is not a virtue I possess.
Isn't it?
No.
No. Oh.
How long have you known me? When have you ever known me be patient with anything?
I think I said that with a hint of sarcasm.
Oh, sorry, I
Obviously
totally missed the sarcastic bit.
picked up.
Never mind. Do you want me to roll some flowers up for you?
Yes.
Right, okay, so the good thing is the rolled flower, this is the die, it's a 6-piece die set. You get 3 different rolled flowers. So if you missed me explain at the beginning, I mean, where were you? You missed the awesome bit, guys. These are the flowers that we're going to do, right? So you can see there, or they've been done here in some of the cardstock that's in the bundle, right? So I can do that for you. Let's have a little look. I'm going to do it. I've just cut some of the pearl card because it's double-sided. So it's brilliant when you do it double-sided. So watch what you'd be doing, you see. You just take the flowers, take these rolled paper flowers, and then, you know, they all fit in your mini as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to do really quick, you want to do projects with the kids or whatever, these would be brilliant for it. So you're just going to fit the die in there, straight through, and they're super quick and easy cuts.
Is there so a lot of people asking about the different, whether it's card, whether it's paper, whether it's foam I could use these with. Is there like a maximum minimum GSM I'll be using?
If you can cut it, guys, it'll work.
Okay.
Right? So if I'm cutting pearl card here, right? You want to go and cut foam or anything else, knock yourself out, right? So there is the one rolled paper flower. Let's have a little look. Should we try this one as well? And we can roll all of them so that you can see how they all look a little bit different and the different effects on all of them.
Yeah.
So there's the second one. And then, should I try one in the vellum?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
A bit of a change.
Do it.
Yeah. Oh, crikey, that is really sticky how that lifts to there. Right, so there's that bit on there. Let's have just a bit of a poke out and we can lift that out. So there's the second type of flower. And then let's get a bit of the vellum. Let's use one of them lovely light coloured. Oh,
That foiled vellum is next level, isn't it? My goodness
do you know what? In a card insert that.
Oh, yeah.
Just love it, right? So, we'll do this one here then. And then all you need to do, and you can use all your offcuts for this. You don't need very much. I mean, look, I've used a tiny weeny amount. So I'm going to pop that into there. We'll fold the vellum, and I'll show you how we can do them in the vellum as well, right? So there's the vellum one. Now, what you can do, if you want to add a little bit of ink onto these, you could use your ink on there, so you could ink them before you do it. I'll show you how you can add a little bit of gilding paste at the end if you want. Now, you can either use a quilling tool.
Okay.
So a quilling, and if you've got any of our subs boxes that we've done in the past, you'll see how we've done we've had quilling boxes where we put the quilling tools in. That's where we got this from.
Yeah.
If you don't have a quilling tool, you can always just hold it with your tweezers like this. So I'm going to use the quilling tool, as I have one to hand. But if you don't have one, it's not the end of the world. So can you see, you just start rolling this up. You roll it all the way around, and the flowers are designed to make these lovely, cute, like little mini flowers.
That's so cool.
Now, when you get to this point here, just lift your quilling tool out. Now, I have put the glue gun on just as we came out the break there. I hope it's had time to melt. And if it has, might be, so can you see, it's the easiest way is to put a blob of hot glue, put that down, let it unfold a little bit on here. And as it's unfolding, the glue is starting to set.
Oh, you can spread it a bit.
So you can just spread it.
Is that the only glue you would use for this then, hot glue?
It's the glue I'm using when I'm doing live demonstrations on TV, right?
Okay.
If I was doing this at home, what I would use is tacky glue.
Okay.
Right? But you have to stand and hold it. Whereas that way, I'm not having to stand and hold it. So there's that little one. Let's go and do this one here. Now, if you want to ink it, ink round the edges now, right? If in doubt, just go with this. Watch, you put your quilling tool in, start rolling. And bear in mind, yes, you're looking and you're thinking, oh, it's a bit tight. But don't worry, because it will unravel as it's making into a flower, right?
And this is the vellum, isn't it?
This is onto the vellum now,
Okay,
right? So I'm taking this into the vellum. So don't worry about the fact that it looks tiny. I don't want a flower that small, Sarah. It's all right, because when you take it out, it unravels a bit. And then it's from the unravelled one that we can go into it. So that's it there. I'm going to take it off. Can you see how, that's what I'm talking about, how it unravels? And then you just need a little bit of the glue. So I'm not even rushing to do this. A little bit of the glue onto there.
That will sort of held its shape, isn't it?
It has done, and I knew the vellum would. And then once it's on, you want to tighten it up or loosen it. So I'm looking there and I'm just tightening it up a little bit as the glue's drying and setting on here, but I've got plenty of glue all the way. I mean, that there.
That's really
I mean,
pretty.
that's a pretty awesome. See if we have a little look at that on the close-up one. I mean, that's pretty awesome as well, yeah? So what I'll do is I'll do the last one for you as well, and I'll roll it on the close-up for you so that you can see it rolling on the close-up. So that there is your vellum one, so you can see there. And actually, just to compare, there's the spiky one that we've done, right? Now on this one here, so stay there and you'll watch, right? So we're going to start it here, and this is the other type of flower. So I'm rolling, right? That's the only thing. It might take a little bit of starting off with it. There we go. Just want to get it started so that,
So is this with the card?
This is with the pearl card. Now, bear in mind your pearl card's coated card. Which is why I just wanted to come apart a little bit there to start with, and I'm trying to treat it really gently because that's the last thing we want. There we go. I've got it all settled in there now, right? So I'm letting it all roll around. You get it to that stage, take it off, right? Once we get to here, it's nice and tight. You're going to leave go and it's going to unravel, right? It's when it unravels that you then want to go, and we're going to pop a little blob of the glue in the middle on the back bit there. That's where you pop the glue, right? From there, make sure you pick the glue up onto all of the underneath pieces. And then once we're here, we can ravel it back up. So I'm raveling it back up, and then I'm just going to hold it like that just for a couple of seconds until the glue sets. And there's my little rolled flower. And then you want to go and add a little bit of that, the gilding flake to the edges. All you do is take the glue, right? And you're just going to add a tiny little bit of the glue onto the corner of our page here. Pick that up, and you can just add, so I'm just adding little, can you see, little flecks of the glue around the edges like this. So a couple of little flecks like that around the outside. Then once we get to that stage, I can bring that, just a bit of card back in.
We are 10% of the showstopper gone.
It's only going to go and get busier and busier today.
3 hours away from the launch as well, the official launch.
And you know the launch is always way busier than what we have on the...
half of America's not awake yet, you see?
Well, more than half, actually. So, there you go. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that off. Oh, yes. I mean, that is how you make a fabulous... Oh, go on. Get us a nice close-up on that.
Amazing.
He's coming in.
Get in there, Sam.
Look at that. I mean, that, and you just take off all the excess.
Yeah, just dust
and notice
it
I'm doing it straight over the pot so that we're not wasting any. Use a tiny little amount, and there are your flower. Look at those. Aren't they just incredible?
That's amazing.
Then that one was your vellum one. Different look altogether.
Yeah.
And then there's your little spiky one. She's got 3 different flowers. There you go.
Absolutely brilliant. And again, answering all of those questions for people wondering the, the different mediums that you can use those with. Well, there you go. You've seen a load right there. How great is this collection? How thorough is this collection? So much that you're going to be crafting with. Keep the comments coming through. The showstopper, as we've just mentioned, is now just over 10% of the stock gone. And for goodness sake, it's not even 4 a.m. If you're West Side, Pacific, in America. It's so early, but you guys have set your alarms and you are now reaping the rewards, reaping the benefits, because you're getting everything that you want. This is the time to get this showstopper, and also the time if you're not going to that end, you're sort of picking and choosing. Everything's still in stock, so you've got all the opportunities to get all of the individuals should you wish. But look at all the goodies that you're going to get in the first part of the showstopper, because the second part's to my right hand side here. It's all of those beautiful dies that you've just seen Sara using there. It's all of the stunning stamps that you've got in here, stencil collections as well. If you love to kind of build up your stencils, there's a lovely set of stencils in there as well. Got the quick dry ink pads on launch party for you a little bit later on as well, if you want to pick those up to use alongside this collection. But you've got all of those beautiful embossing folders in there, the dies in there, you've got sentiments in here. Talking of your embellishments, of course, the glitter paste that we've seen, the dried florals. I mean, how unbelievable are those? You've got glitter in here, the gilding flakes, that wax seal kit as well. And then as far as your consumables are concerned with your papers, then you've got one of the most, let's just put it out there, the most comprehensive card collection that you've seen. The 12 by 12 pearl pad, your 12 by 12 matte mirror pad, your 12 by 12 paper pad, each with 24 sheets in. I mean, bumper pads, you've got your matte mirror, as I say, 6 by 6 paper pad. You've got your foil transfers there as well, your 8 by 8 foil transfers, where you've got 7 sheets of your rose gold foil, 7 sheets of those transfers in there too. You've got vellum in there as well. The vellum, of course, some of those beautiful vellums are stunningly foiled too. It's a massive collection, and what a great deal. Best way to go if you want to order is the showstopper. You're making that extra saving, as you're seeing here, and you're at £144 platinum, $200. Got your free shipping, of course, there as well, and the opportunity, once you've got the showstopper, in the same basket to add another one of the Floral Elegance paper and card collections. When you do that, that price, which is already incredible, gets slashed in half. You're £30 if you're platinum, you're under $40 if you're shopping in the US. And listen, if you've gone for the showstopper, don't leave this behind. You're not going to be, I know, but you get an extra set of all of the card and paper and vellums and everything for half of the price, which is absolutely incredible. Like I've said, if you are really going to town with this, you've gone showstopper, you've gone bonus buy, you might be adding in that embellishment collection as well, and then picking and choosing more of the paper pads, more of that beautiful vellum, more of that stunning matte mirror cardstock. All of the individuals are available for you on the website. Best thing to do is if you hit the shop the day button, you will see all of the deals right there. But listen, we're so busy. Lots of love for that last demo. Sue says that was pretty with the gilding flakes, and Christine says, I love Sara showing us these techniques. I want to do them all. When you've got your collection home,
you can.
You'll be able to do it.
You can. Oh, do you know what we should do?
What?
we should plan for when we do the craft along with this.
Yes.
Maybe just do a technique-y demo-y craft along.
Nice.
So we just like get all your stuff and let's all have a go doing a road flower. Let's get the glitter paste and the Gildenflex and try and do the back. So instead of like, I mean, we make a pretty thing as well, but we can try a lot of the techniques and demos on it.
I like that. Saturday the 27th with Jan, apparently.
Oh, she's going to be all over this then. She's going to love all the like multimedia. Right, I'll drop her a note after the show and tell her what we think about Saturday the 27th of January. How brilliant it's on a weekend as well that everybody can do loads of, you know, you're going to have the time. You're
Yeah.
going to be off work. Right, I did want to show everyone how to do the wax seals because I said I'd show you how to mix the colours and do a few little bits to go with it, right?
Okay.
Now, 2 ways you can use the wax seals. Well, I mean, there's several ways you can use them, but I will show you. Oh, these are the brand new studio set.
Oh, hello.
Hang on, I'm just gonna go for this. Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
If you love wax seals, by the way, Debbie Fisher's got a new launch with those coming up on Thursday. More wax seals coming your way.
Tell you what, it's an exciting time of the year. All
It
these
is.
new launches in January.
Yeah, another new launch with Debbie Robinson tomorrow.
Oh. Well, tell you what.
If anyone can do the wax seals, it's Debbie Fisher.
It's not an accident that we've let Debbie do that, right? Right. So let me just show you, general how. So you see, I've taken that off, and you've got the love you, and you've got the love.
Okay.
Right, for you and the love, right?
Yeah.
So if I just show you the way you can use them, they're designed that you can just light them.
Right.
Right. So just take a lighter or kitchen light, whatever. You can just light it like a candle,
Yeah.
and it will start and melt and melt into place, right? So can you see already, this is starting to melt the wax around the edge. Now you might want to come in on the close-up to be able to see this. So as we're there, the wax is starting to melt,
Yeah.
and you can see as it's melting, it's dripping down there.
And
yeah?
are you using that mat for a purpose?
Yes, because instead I haven't got a project to do it on because if you remember, I've given up doing projects.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm just showing you how to... Do you know what you could do, Ben? Could come over here and give us a hand.
Oh, could I?
Because I want to do a multicoloured one.
Oh, go.
So I could do with someone now melting the other colour, right? So while I'm melting this colour, would you light the white one for me?
I will.
Oh, it's like a glamorous assistant, isn't it, right? So I will show you the other way to do it if you haven't got as much patience as this, right? So you start melting it.
Do you want me to come in next to you with
Yeah,
it?
go on. Oh, look. And then we just melt a little bit of white onto the top and start melting the two colours together. Right? Now, I want to do it on top.
On top, that's right.
Yeah. And I can drop it, yeah. Oh,
We've got enough
nice. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit more. Oops. Oh, sorry, I've dropped mine onto yours.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Right.
Right, you done with that one? Shall I blow that out?
Yeah, go on then. That's giving us a nice another little mix. Oh, you've blown mine out as well. Oh, I need a bit more, man. Right? Let's hope we don't. Now, we don't usually do this demo like this because of the smoke alarm in here.
Hello.
So, just to let you know, so, wow, let's hope we're panicking. So I'm just going to melt a little bit of that into there.
We're doing the blue as well, are you going to do that?
No, I'm just going to do a two-colour one. I'm going to show them the other way to do the blue, right?
Okay. Hope the
Right,
smoke
so-
alarms don't go off in a minute.
Yeah. Right, so here we go. So we've got a nice big bulb of wax,
Okay.
right? And then as we go, so, and you see I've kind of made a sandwich with the white on the inside,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, wow.
Right, and then you're just going to take the, for you,
Shall I just give that a...
stamp it in the middle, right? And yeah, we have got smoke going all over the top of here, right? So you're going to stamp it in the middle.
Are you done with me?
I'm done with you. You've done a really good job there. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Crikey.
Dear.
Right, just blowing that right out, right? And then
Fire
once
brigade
it's
will be here in a minute.
dried, there you go. Now, can you see, we didn't quite put enough wax down, so we haven't got a nice perfect circle. However, we've got enough to get the for you, so I'm going to let that dry and put the
Wow.
next one on. Let me show you the quick, speedy way, right? You want to do the quick, speedy way, right? You're just going to go, I'll use the bottom end just for a bit of difference, and you're going to use your heat gun, right? So the heat gun, and this is, I think this is what Debbie Fisher had
Yeah, she
tried
did,
to do,
and
wasn't
it went a bit wrong.
Yeah. And you just need to melt a nice little blob off the bottom.
And you're doing it onto the mat because you say you're not doing a project, but Rose says, can you melt straight onto cardstock or will the heat burn it?
No, please do melt straight onto cardstock.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not doing it is I haven't got a card
No.
to melt it onto. I mean, we could. Now, the only thing about your this, by the way, is it gets quite blowy. So you just need to make sure you're only blowing downwards.
That's what happened with Debbie, wasn't it?
Is that
It
what
sort
she
of
did?
Blew all over the place.
She blew all over the shop, did
It ended
she?
up like a splat, didn't it?
What is she like?
What is she like?
So, right, so a nice big blob of wax,
I tell you
right?
what, you smashed that, Sara. That's I think that's even better than the lighter.
I mean, yeah, but it's just whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
Right? So nice big blob of wax, right?
Yep.
And once you've got your nice big blob of wax, let's have a little look. I'm going to take my other one this time. You really should be getting this ready beforehand. Once you've got that ready, don't let it dry, right? And I'm just going to go and drop this in and then push it down. Right, so that I have put the right amount of wax, because if you can see the wax coming all the way around the outside, you've got the right amount of wax. Good thing is, I know this looks a little bit odd shaped now, but don't worry, because you're not going to have wasted any of the wax. You're literally using all of that wax now, so you're going to melt the next bit on there. Some people prefer wax seals in a stick like this. Some prefer the wax in the other way that we do it, you know, in the wax where you do them, you pour a little bit. It's completely up to you. But on this one, we do it as the wax little set like this, right? So from here, I'll just lift this up now, you see, and you can just peel that off. And that's when I can go, do you know what, I didn't mean to have that
little bit off.
Beautiful. And that's going to go onto and that's the multicoloured one to go onto the project. Yeah, so there's that one.
That is great.
And then is this set now? So I'll lift this out. Yes, now that is looking perfect. And then that one there, now that, because what I want you to do is I want you to see how we can go over the top with the gold. So I'm just going to go
and bring out the lettering.
Over the top lettering.
Yeah.
So because it's all risen up, it's so easy to do that. So you wondered how we did the two-tone?
Yeah.
This is how we do the two-tone if you just want the very top to have that. That, I think, looks incredible.
It does look incredible.
You're going to just peel that off now. So when you're ready to add that to a project, like we had done on this project here.
That's like a little button.
So you just make it ready. It could be like a button, and then you just stick it on with a foam pad or something. So that is how you do the wax seal, and you can see we've got the For You, or we can do the Love one.
A bit more rustic, that one, isn't it? I like that.
Should I try this one? Should I try putting the gold on again, so we see what that one looks like with the gold on, right? So again, you just go on, literally the raised up bits. It's so easy. I feel like it looks better on the blue because it would stand out, but actually this is still looking just as good. All right, there we go. Is there anything else coming? Because I've got an idea of what I wanted to show next. However, if you'd had another request, you know I'm taking requests today, guys, whatever it is you want to say.
I think we'll go with you. People are mesmerised and also checking it out, I think. Really pretty with the gilding flakes, as Suzette. Sissy says, when it's this cold outside, what else is there to do besides drink hot coffee, play with Crafters Companion projects, and enjoy watching the Crafters Companion team work their creative magic? How brilliant was that, though? How amazing was that?
Yep.
I want to say that's probably the first time, actually, that I've seen the wax seals being used live in the studio. I mean, I've seen the Debbie Fisher. I've seen the Debbie Fisher video quite a few times. And by the way, if you love the wax seals, they're included within the showstopper. They are included within your embellishment collection, and we are Wax Seal a Go-Go on Thursday with a brand new wax seal launch, which is coming your way with Debbie Fisher. We are looking forward to that. It's my first show back with Debbie for about 3 months, so I can't wait for that. And thank you to Lynn, who says, read the wax seals. I've also seen them being batch made and kept and then added with a drop of hot glue when needed. Yeah, you could absolutely do that, couldn't you?
Totally.
Nothing to stop you from batch making them, doing alone.
Just be careful. I probably wouldn't use hot glue to add it to a project because you don't want to melt any of the wax.
Yeah.
I would use a bit of tacky glue.
Okay. There we go.
Or a foam pad.
Top tips all round.
Right, so next couple of things I wanted to do is, I want to show everyone how to use the foil transfers, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So she said, I've gone from one thing to the next. Oh, should we do the foil transfer on some vellum?
Well, why not?
Why not? In for a penny, in for a pound, right? So I've had that. I'm sure there was that light. Yeah, he's a little bit here, all right? So you want to do the foil transfer onto the vellum. And all I'm going to do is take a little bit of this out. So you just need to choose the transfer that we're going to do. So say, I mean, I love this, but we've already got the background pieces on. So maybe we want like a nice sentiment.
Almost 20%, Sara, of the showstopper gone.
I'm telling you all, can we just say when it gets later and it starts getting problematic, and I'll just say I did tell you.
But yeah.
Right? So I did tell you, it's a long time since I've done a Sara signature this comprehensive, and certainly since we've done a floral one like this. I mean, I can't even remember how long ago it was. It's been a long time, right? Now watch this. Friends are flowers that never fade. So see, you wanted to add it into the middle of there. You just lift the background off. Oh, careful not to pop it down in place, right? You're going to pop it where you want it, right? Now, if you're a little bit like me, I get worried about have I rubbed all that over properly, right?
Oh, okay.
Best thing you can do is my Gemini on yesterday's,
Here's
right?
a great tip.
It's
Look
just a
at this.
brilliant tip here. Send
Yeah.
it through your Gemini, right? Now you're going to say what's the plate combination. Basically, you just want the pressure.
Okay.
So I want my 2 base plates. I'm going to pop in my magnetic. I'm going to pop in my shim in here. I'm going to pop the top one on. There's no dies in, so it's not too much pressure. Send that through, and that is the same as rubbing all over the background.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving it a nice rub all over, and what you're doing is you're rubbing the adhesive down.
So
the foil's the easy bit.
What bone folder would you use if you were doing it manually?
Bone folder would be ideal,
Yeah.
but I'm always because we're live on air, guys.
Yeah.
I'm worried about it because we're live on air, right? When you're not live on air, you can at home. I just sit and do it with the bone folder. But if you have a little, see if we can do this on the over. You might be able to see it. Can you see the? You can see the
Yeah.
sentiment there. And as I peel, you want to make sure that all of that sentiment stays on the vellum. None of it stays on here, right? So I can see that perfectly. And then all you do is you take a little bit of your foil. Now, this is the bit where people go wrong with the foil, right? They think, oh, yes, I want the gold, so I'm going to go, I want the rose gold, so I'm going to go down.
Yeah.
You don't.
No.
You lie it over the top like this, right? So over the top and rub it. This is where I would just use my bone folder, right? Over the top, rub the bone folder all over the background, right?
Yeah.
And then you're just going to peel it off, and it will transfer. And I've missed a little bit on the bottom, so you just put it back down, give it another little rub, and it will transfer off perfectly. Friends are flowers that
Wow.
never fade.
That's so good.
And can you see how that's exactly the same colour
Yeah.
as the foiling? So you've got the professional foiling and the foiling that you've done at home, which looks just as professional, right? I think that's fabulous.
So like you say, you know, you were talking about using those as inserts earlier on, but how nice to add that as a sentiment for your insert in your card.
I think that would be I mean, look at the card that I'm doing, that I'm not getting the whole demo done of. I mean, how fabulous is that with the vellum insert?
Oh,
and then
yes.
imagine putting, do you know what I would do here, Ben?
Yeah.
I would probably cut a circular die, an oval die to go in the middle for you
Yeah.
to hand write on, and then I would foil the sentiment onto that.
Oh,
I
my
think that would look
goodness.
incredible. I am going to show you how to do this.
Okay.
So this is stamping for you to foil the stamping.
Sara's on a roll today. I love this so much. She's flying through.
On a roll, right. So we're going to stamp. So when you're stamping, you're going to use the dry ink pad, and everything's in the kit. I'm not using anything here, guys, that's not coming in the kit.
And
right?
just to touch on this, because it's a question which relates to what you're doing here, Altius just says, I miss what kind of glue Sara used on the flowers before you put the gilding flakes on.
This be the glue here.
That's the one.
Yep.
All you
Liquid
need.
glue, versatile adhesive.
Yep.
And you get it in the kit, guys. We'll put it in the kit, right? So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put this on here, right? And we need to ink it up.
Okay.
Now, what I would say is get yourself a scrap of paper. Always have a go at stamping it on the scrap of paper first,
Yes.
right? So what we're going to do is it's a drying pad on purpose, right? Because you're going to re-moisten it every time you put the glue on. And also, guys, I'll be really honest, you know, these ink pads, you've got to look after them or they only last so long, right? So we have ours and we're terrible for not looking after them, and then we're replacing them every few months. So just look after, but when I say look after, right, don't get any gilding flakes on here.
Yep.
As soon as you start getting dirt on it, you want to keep this clean, right? So always clean your stamp before you use it. So I'm going to take this, I'm inking it up here, right? So just lots of light little tapping all over. And then we'll go and do our practice one, right? So I've got my practice sheet, black card, just so that the camera can see it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop that down and stamp it onto here. Go onto your practice card before you do it onto your good card, right? So here we go. I'm going to peel that off. Right. Can you see that in the white?
Oh, yeah, just about.
That has come out absolutely perfect,
Okay.
right? So now I'm confident enough to transfer to my project.
Am I then having to clean my stamp fairly quickly after
Well, so because I'm going to do the same thing again,
Yeah.
I'm not cleaning the stamp.
Okay.
If I'd used a black ink pad on the stamp, I want that stamp cleaning really thoroughly, guys, with your stamp cleaner before you're going to go and use your ink pad.
Okay.
Right? I don't want you to think, because otherwise you'll end up with black ink in your ink pad, and that's when you'll start and damage it, right? That
Even
is
better.
also transferred perfect, right?
Yeah.
I was going to stamp two of them. Oh, I will do. I can do this. I'm going
You
to put
can
two
do
on
it,
there.
yeah.
Going for it, right? I was also going to have a little go with the other stamp because I think it'll look fantastic. So while I'm on a roll, right? So inking up, and you notice I haven't had to re-ink the stamp. Sorry, I haven't had to put more glue on
No.
the stamp. I've just had to re-ink. I haven't had to put more glue on the ink pad, sorry. I've just had to re-ink the stamp, right? So there's my next one. Now, when you're looking at it like this and you can see the white, it is not ready to be stuck. You don't want any white glue. So you put that to one side, it's not ready to be done, right? While I'm waiting, I'm going to get the next stamp out. Now, what's brilliant about this glue or ink or however you want to be, it's not an ink, it's in an ink pad. So I sometimes call it glue ink, right?
Okay.
That's the way I like to think of it, right? Doesn't dry. So don't worry, I can leave that and come back and do it this afternoon in the later show.
Okay.
Still be ready to go, right? So don't worry about having to, like, oh, the glue will have dried and I've got to go quickly. This glue does not dry until it's got gilding flakes on it or whatever else you put in it, right? So now I've inked up that heart. I'm going to bring this in here now. I'm going to cut that first one off. All right, so that I don't get them mixed up.
What else could I put on it then? A bit of glitter?
Bit of glitter, yeah, glitter would be nice. Let's have a think. What have I seen people put on these? Flock.
Oh,
put flock
yes,
on, yeah.
Bit of flock.
Put a bit of flock on there.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to lift this off now. You can see how sticky it is. Yeah. Oh, this is going to look absolutely brilliant, right?
Yes.
But I can see a couple of white bits. If you can see a couple of white bits, don't do it.
No.
Right? Don't do it.
Do it.
Let's have a little look. I'm like on one, aren't I? Don't do it. Right. Okay, here we go. So, gilding flakes. Now, if you do have any other gilding flakes, bear in mind, you just get the little, like a little pot of one colour on here.
Yeah.
You could be doing this with any of your other gilding flakes that you've got, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to pop this down now, and I'm just going to tap them all into place, and then watch what happens. You come and use this, and I can just rub these over.
Would this be too... Sorry, I'm just asking questions that I'm thinking of now. Would this be too tacky to put your foil transfer sheets on?
I don't know, should we try one?
No, it's I just thought about that. Maybe.
We can try one. Now, once you get to that stage, watch what I'm doing. I'm buffing all the extra.
Oh, here we go. Look
Yeah.
at this.
How good.
That's amazing.
Oh, yes, I love it, I love it. That was me practice, guys, right?
Not bad.
And actually, that looks so good. I'm going to get, you know what, if you get a piece of kitchen roll.
Yeah.
Man, we've got now
I've got
now
some
after
here.
Christmas, haven't we not? You've got some over there,
Yeah.
have you? I'm going to buff it off with a little piece of kitchen roll. And actually, this one's nearly dry. That on the pearl card's taken longer. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave this and I'm going to come back to it in the show this afternoon.
Okay.
So that I can prove to you
It's
that you're going to
still
win.
ready to
Because
go.
can you see, it's still looking a little bit white in some lights, right?
Yeah.
And you've seen us do one, so you know. Let's have a little look. I'm going to buff that off. Yes, looking amazing. I'm thrilled with that. Right, let's have a little look. I do want to... I don't know if I dare try the foil on this one because I really want to do it.
Just try a little bit.
I just want it to look really good with the gilding flakes. I can stamp another one. I'll tell you what, before we do it, I'll stamp another one so that we've got another one, right? So we can do the next one with the foil, right? So I still haven't re-inked. I still haven't re-glued the ink pad, by the way, guys. Look how much ink we're getting out of it.
And Christine says, so the glue doesn't hurt your stamps then, she says.
No, absolutely not. Does not hurt the stamps at all. So, but you're going to give it a nice good clean. And when I say a good clean, I mean you're going to get your... This is how sticky it is. Nice, right? You're going to use your ink cleaner, right? Look at this. This is good. Because look at that. There's your... And I've got no white, so it's ready to go, right?
It's all white.
So let's get the other one in that I was doing. Where have I put it?
Okay.
Oh, and that was my scrap card that I was going to do. Never mind, I'll try not to make a mess here, right? Pop that down.
So we're doing one with the gilding flakes and try one with the full transfer.
I'm not lying, Ben. I'm just absolutely loving this.
I know you are.
This looks, right? And I'm using the tiniest amount because I want that lovely subtle finish, right? And then, you see, what happens is, can you see I've got a little bit of clumping here and here.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I didn't wait for the glue to dry. The glue was still a little bit wet. So you wait for that glue to dry beautifully. The gilding, now you're talking, you see. Look, we've rubbed all the extra gilding off.
Oh, wowie.
Oh, hey. That, I think, looks incredible. And should we go and try it with the foil?
You don't have to.
So that's the gilding. So let's try it now with the foil.
Okay.
So I've got the sheet of foil. We were about to find out if it works.
Nervous.
With foil. I'm a little bit nervous too, actually. So,
it's worth a try, isn't it?
It was worth a try. You found out here on Crafters TV. Oh, it does. Do you know, I feel like it needs a good I wonder if sending it through the Gemini might help.
There
Let's
we
send
go.
it through, see if it needs any more stick, right?
Okay.
You go through there. You need some extra welly in there. Pop you one here. Made a big mess along there. Through it goes. Oh, here we go. Experiment on live TV.
Love this.
But at least you know then.
That's why you love
But the thing
us.
is, you've got the gilding. But it's good for people to know because you might buy an extra pot of gilding flakes while you're on the website here, you're doing your shopping, given that you're now all going to be wanting to try this, aren't you? So, totally worked. Yeah. You saw it here first, guys. That.
Yes.
And you know what? So that you can compare the difference. There's the gilding flakes.
Yeah.
There's the foil.
Love it.
Oh, either way, I am absolutely cock-a-hoop with that.
Yes.
I am cock-a-hoop with that. Right, not going to lie, it's an absolute tip down here. I've got, well, look at it. Stuff everywhere, Ben. Give us time to clean up. And then also, do you know what I haven't done is I haven't shown everyone all the samples again.
No.
Right.
Hey, living up to it now, isn't she, Sara? Hashtag messiest crafter of the year 2023.
All right.
Having fun, though. Having fun. I'm so chuffed that worked. That's amazing. Thank you, everybody, for all the love coming through. Emma Bailey says, hey, Ben and Sara, such a lush collection.
It is.
It is. Good job, Craig's not here. He hates that word. Lush. I actually can't wait for it to arrive. So I'm using the Pearl Floral birthday papers to do Sara's amazing first technique. I'm so impatient. Yes!
I'm just excited that you're already doing stuff that I'm doing right now. You've just got your stuff out in your craft. I'm picturing that you're in your craft room and you've got me on the screen and
Yeah.
you're still crafting away. Send us a picture.
See, oh yeah. Oh, we haven't done one of those for ages.
Telfie.
Telfies.
That's a picture where, I'll show you,
Oh,
where
here we
you
go.
take a picture of yourself. So you
Yeah.
get your camera
Yeah.
and you have to get yourself with the telly in the background like this.
Yeah.
I was going, just in case, because I realised you couldn't see us from behind.
Send in your Telfies, please. That would be marvellous. Send them now and we'll show them later on in launch. June Woodhouse says, Reader Wax Eels, thank you for that demo. Great ways to add embellishments and I will have to try it. And by the way, thank you for all of this. There's so much positivity on the socials today about our warehouse team. Pam Craven, lovely Pam. It's so lovely to see your name crop up. She's back with us saying, whoop-de-doo, Yodel. I thought I said Yoda then. Yodel just delivered my layering collection in under 24 hours from ordering.
Oh, go on, Yodel.
Boom. Go on, Yodel. Margaret Burt says, my layering template arrived today. Whoop, whoop. Will Sara be showing the layering stencil, please? Absolutely beautiful set. Thanks to Sara and the team. Will we be doing that at some point?
I can do that in the show this afternoon. Or in case you missed this one, I'm going to do in the show this afternoon. I'm going to show everybody.
yes.
We're going to be using the mixing of the glitter paste colours. And we're going to give this away. We said we'd give this away in the show if I get it all made. We're going to do some colouring. We're going to do some inking. We're going to get the vellums out. We're going to use loads of different products.
So that project we're definitely going to be doing. And all you have to do in the latest show is just comment to stand the chance of winning. So make sure you come back and watch. I know you will anyway. Listen, we are still so busy. We are a fifth of the stock of the showstopper gone. Loads of people taking advantage of that bonus buy as well. If you have items in your basket now, it's an opportunity for you to get checked out. You will miss nothing over the course of the next 3 or 4 minutes. When we come back, loads more techniques, loads more hints and tips and great ideas with this amazing collection. We'll see you in about 4 minutes.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking dough might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami.
I've got some...
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for checking out your carts. We love the fact that you are loving the show, that you're loving the brand new launch as well. Sherilyn Burgess is saying, I love the show and the demos. Best wishes to you. Christine Mahoney was asking earlier on, she said the set looks very bare over here without my award. It's here. It's always on set, Christine. It's just the new launch is so big, it even hides my massive award.
Trust me, Christine, it's always on set. It's always on set. We always know about it. It's never far, he won't let us forget.
Oh dear, I'm just disappointed they took it off my name strap. Some people who win awards always have it on their name strap. Christy Mahoney says, wait, what? You're having Debbie Fisher do the wax seal launch? Lol, brilliant. She is, she's back, she's in, she's having another go. It will be worth watching. In her appraisal, producer Johnny says, wax seal kits, must try harder. The rest of it was all A star. That though, sort of, you know, C. Hayley says, I love...
Brutal. I wouldn't have given her a C, like... Did you see the clip? Live on TV and all. I wouldn't have given her a C.
I love the fact that Sara has just smashed that last error, and then the next clip that we show in the advert is Debbie taking the right old hash of it. It's so funny. She'll be back with a vengeance on Thursday for sure. Are you doing that show, Johnny? Oh, you are on that show as well. This is brilliant. Ailey says, I love all of the techniques this morning. Some fabulous tricks and tips to be trying out. Nearly another one for the bloopers reel there. Rosalind says, the paper's beautiful. Geraldine Siddiqui says, thank you so much, Sara. Now I know where I've been going wrong with the gilding flakes. Showstopper and bonus bite checked out.
Yes.
Alison Lee got the showstopper. I was going to stop there, but decided it would be foolish not to get the paper bonus buy. Would have been foolish, but you did get it half price. Well done. And Heather Springer said, woohoo! I had Christmas money, so I got the showstopper and the bonus buyer papers. I can hardly wait to get them. The papers are gorgeous. Well done, team. And listen, if you know previous kind of deliveries are anything to go by, like that layout collection, for example, you're going to be getting your Floral Elegance collection very, very quickly indeed. Showstopper is everything here, left and right. It's so big we can't even just have it on one side of my desk. Sara's going to go through it with you in just a few moments' time, but this is the main bulk of it here. All of these goodies you're going to get, all of the stamps, all of the dies, all of the sentiments, all of the stencils, all of the extra goodies as well, things like the wax seal kit that you've seen Sara use, things like the beautiful ink pads. You've got your glitter paste in there, gilding flakes, glitter. It's all encompassed within this collection. One of the biggest and most comprehensive collections that we've done. You've got dried flowers in there, as you said, wax seals, gilding flakes, glitter paste. Then you've got all of your papers as well included within the showstopper. 12 by 12 pearl pad, 24 sheets. 12 by 12 matte and mirror pad, 24 sheets. You've got a 12 by 12 and a 6 by 6 beautiful paper pad. You've got your foil transfers as well in the 8 by 8. You get 7 sheets of your rose gold foil, 7 sheets of the transfers, and then you're also going to get your vellum in there too, 8 by 8 size of vellum. Some of that is beautifully foiled, and don't forget you also get your decoupage paper pad as well, which we're going to touch on a little bit later on. It's big, it's gorgeous, it's comprehensive. If budget allows you to do it, and a lot of people have gone this way because over 20% of the stock has gone now, Showstopper is the best way. That's the best way to get your biggest discount. Here's your price if you are a Platinum member. And don't forget, if you do get this, like we've just heard from Heather a few moments ago, get your bonus buy too, because then you can get extras of the papers and the vellum and the cardstock, but you'll only pay half the price. You must do it in the same basket, just to remind you. I know you know, but just in case. And then you get more of that for half the price. And don't forget, if you can't stretch to it all, I appreciate, you know, some people's budget's bigger than others. You can pick and choose at this point. You can make yourself your own mini collection. So do have a look on the website for full details on that. But if you have just joined us, let's kind of reset, because we started almost an hour and a half ago. So for those who haven't seen Sara, let's have a bit of a look through with you. Absolutely everything we're going to get in our collection.
Yes, I'm going to start off showing you the samples, right? And I'm going to talk a little bit in the samples of what the products are, which if you've been watching the whole show, you'll be like, oh, yes, yes, yes. And then I'll show you all the products again, right? So the papers are incredible, right? And we've gone the extra mile and printed them onto the pearl. So this is those beautiful papers onto the pearl effect finish, which, so this actually almost looks foiled on there, right? Beautiful big edgeable die, this one. There's not many dies in this collection because it's all about the papers and the finishes, but there is that lovely big one. You've got a decoupage pad where you can do all of your own decoupage, and we've got some lovely sentiments where you've got the dies and the stamps to go with, right? Now this one here, I love. Now there are some gorgeous floral stamps in this. So this is a lovely big floral stamp. I'll be teaching you how to do the colouring in the later show. But then also, look at this. This has been stamped in the background and gilding it, like the technique I've just shown you. That looks incredible. This one here, I have promised we'll get to this, but it's probably going to be the later show now, where I'm going to show you how you do the layering stencil, and we're going to layer up all of the different colours.
Amazing.
And then even add on the top layer, we can add the glitter paste through, right? So I'll show you that. We'll come on to that. This one, I did show you this technique. Love that background. So this is using the gilding flakes, the glitter paste. We've used the ink pads to just brush that out with that lovely background effect. And this skeleton die piece, I just think is fabulous, okay? Here's another gorgeous card. Now this, the shakers in this, I just think look so elegant. The shakers are actually the little leftover bits of some of the, so as you're using the flowers, don't lose all the, don't sweep up afterwards. Don't get your hoover out, your little vacuum, keep them all in here. These are the little pieces along with a few little shards of glitter. That in the background has been inked and embossed in the white, but you could be doing that with your, I would just shown you how you could put the foil on, would look lovely. That lovely piece around the background. This here, now, those are the flowers that are in the set. We haven't done anything with the flowers yet, but I will show you them in just a second, right? You've got the bouquet flowers. The actual bouquet here has been made from a little bit of the vellum, and look, the vellum is already pre-foiled. I love that pre-foiled vellum, okay? And then into a nice 3D card. I think that, I mean, receiving that card in the post would be wonderful.
Absolutely.
Talking about flowers, we've got those flowers, or we've got these flowers, so you can do your rolled paper flowers. And so I've shown everybody how to do the 3 different types of rolled paper flowers. We did them in the vellum, we did them in ink, we did them, so let's have a little look here. I showed everybody how to do them in just a little bit of cardstock, which was this one. We did them in the vellum, and I personally think that one might be my favourite, right? So I love the little vellum rolled flowers. But then I did it in a little bit of the pearl card and added the gilding flakes on the edges, and I think that looks fabulous, right? Nice. And then actually this is a really nice project where we've done that same sort of thing and we've added them on. So this is the edgeable, There's the stencil that we're going to be talking about. You've got the. I'm going to show you all the bits in a second. Stencil with the glitter pays, and then some of those gorgeous flowers. And I did show everybody how to do the wax seals and add the little gold writing over there because you've got the wax seal kit. So hopefully now it'll start and make sense all of the components you've got in the collection, right? And now you've seen them. I'll walk you kind of through all the little bits. So for example, no, we're going to start with the papers, Sarah. I'm going to have to start with the papers because the papers are like the underpinning of the whole collection, right? So there's only 24 sheets, so everything I'm about to show you, there's only 2 of each of them, right? So for example, this, with that, it's the pearl kind of shows through. What happens is where we print the white on the top, the pearl shows through the white a bit more. Oh, no, you don't want to go that fast. You want one sheet at a time so that you can really marvel in it. So can you see, it almost looks like it's got flecks of gold in there. And I think the B tracks are nice and subtle and work just as well as the A track. So either you want really over the top in your face or you want that subtle kind of hint in the background. There, so there's your subtle hint. Yeah. There's your floral.
And
so
it's on that colour there, you see that gold coming through.
Oh, you do, don't you? Look like here.
Yeah.
Isn't that incredible, right?
Unbelievable.
So you've got your specks of gold in there. There, it looks like it's been brushed on with a little paintbrush. Love that. Honestly, the surface pattern designers we have in the business now are, I think, to be rivalled anywhere in the world, certainly within our industry.
Absolutely.
They're just incredible. Now, these are the different finishes that you've got, right? And then, as we keep going through here, do you know, and they're all either this kind of blushy undertone or the navy undertone. So it was based on the navy and blush collection that we did a few years ago that was really, really popular. But we've pulled in all of those different shades of the blush and the rose gold, and they are just fabulous, right? So there's a slightly warmer one, for example. So that is your pearl pad. Now, what Ben's saying about if you go for the showstopper, you get one of everything. But if you go for just the paper collection that's on the bottom of the screen, it's one of all the components I'm going to show you first. But if you get, because we know what a lot of you do, is you buy one of everything and then you want 2 each of the papers. Yeah. So we've started facilitating that. So if you just do it as a one click, you add the paper collection in, the website will automatically take that down to half price. It's one of the benefits of the new website, right? Now, I'm going to show you this one next. This is the pearl pad, right? So you've got that same pearl finish, but the solid colours. So you've got like this off-white. It's like a grey shade. And then you get to your pale pink, and then your blush pink. Then it's like a caramelly colour, this one. You then go into your bluey one, and then your kind of slaty grey shade, right? So those are your shades. You get a 24 sheet pad, 6 colours, 6 of each. No, 4 of each. 4 6s are 24.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Do the math, Sarah. This is the one I'm the most excited about, right? Because you've got that matte mirror in the champagne colour, right? You've then got the matte mirror in the blush. So can you see, look at the 2 different colours. They work perfectly together, but they are different shades, right? So you've got the blush, and then you've also got the true gold. There's your warm gold shade in there, right? It's a different colour to the champagne. Then we move into the high gloss. So you do your matting and layering with your high gloss blush. Yeah. And then your high gloss in the blue. Yeah. And then also your high gloss in the rose gold there, right? So that is your... So you get, bear in mind, you're getting all of these, the 6 pads. So you get the pearl, you get the mirror, you get the printed in the 6x6, so it's exactly the same but smaller, right? You get the vellum, I'm going to show you, and you get the foil transfers. So let me show you the vellum and the foil transfers, but those 6 make up the price that's on the bottom of your screen, £75.99, but you get that for another half price if you add it into your basket, but you must do it at the same time. Yes. You can't like ring us up and say, oh, I ordered the showstopper this morning and now I want to get another one of them at half price, and it does only let you have one. So don't think you can order 2, 3, 4 of them, they're all coming at half price. We only let you have one of them at half price, right? Yes. These are your vellums. The vellum, if I hadn't already mentioned it, foiled vellum, guys. Yeah. And it's like outline foiling as well. It looks incredible. So you've got half of your vellums in here are foiled, half of them are beautifully patterned. So you've got the different kind of effects in there. So there's your foiled and your printed vellums. And I would even keep little strips like this.
Absolutely,
I did promise everybody I'd show them how to do a bow, didn't I? I'll do that next. But I have to show you everything that's in the collection first, right? Your foil transfers, you cut sheets of transfers like this, and you just see me use the one out of there. You just cut them out, and then you've got the gold foil that you just do the transfer. So I hope you saw the demonstration. If not, you can go back and watch this show. We'll be repeating it, guys. And then, if you just have a little look at all it, so these at all of the different transfers that we've got. So you only get 1 sheet of each. If you're going for the showstopper and the extra, you'll get 2 sheets of each. And we don't do this very often, personalisation.
Great idea.
You get all the numbers, the ordinals, the uppercase and the lowercase, so that you can personalise for names, you can personalise for different ages under there, no problem. So that's that one. And that is the extra set if you go for it. Now, mustn't forget, this is in the normal collection, because I didn't think you'd want 2 of these, because there's 36 sheets. So that's a lot of decoupage. You've already got 36 decoupages, right? So that is your decoupage pad, all die cut and ready to go. So you can see each sheet's pre-die cut then.
Yep.
So you've got the whole set of die cut decoupage in there, right? Then you've got that wax seal kit.
Love that.
So I did show you, and I actually like them even more when I've gone over with the gold.
Looks good,
pen
yeah.
on the inside. So you get the love and the for you, and you get the 3 different colours, but you can mix them colours as well, right? You've got the gilding flakes set. So that is your gilding flakes set there, and that was your gilding flakes colour. And bear in mind, I've been doing the techniques where I've been showing you all how to stamp and add your gilding flakes onto there. Don't they look just brilliant, right? Or the ink pads, right?
Oh, of course.
So there's 2 ink pads. You get the ambiance and the blush, right? Now they're the same pearl as the pearl that is applied to our pearl cardstock. So you can see it looks like pearl card here, but it's not.
Okay.
It's the ink pad. It's been done. So we're going to do a little bit of stenciling with this in the later show, or I might get to that next. You never know. I'm not going to, am I not? I'm already saying I'm going to do some. Yes, we'll come back to that.
Okay.
Right. Glitter paste. I'm also going to be doing some glitter paste, and so you get 2 little small 30ml pots of the ambiance and the blush in the glitter paste. So everything matches in with the same colour selection, right? We then have the flowers. So that is the box that the flowers come in. These are all of it. So they're like little dried hydrangea head style. It's not a hydrangea, but they like that sort of style.
Does look like that, yeah.
And then you've got that little beautiful blush porty. Honestly, the work the team did on having to source these was incredible. So you get one of those, but a lot of people have been going for extras of those. And then you do get this big glitter. Now that is incredible
that is
glitter,
a big tub of
right?
glitter.
And it's a big super-sized pot. So it's a 30-gram pot of the glitter in there as well. So you've got the glitter in there too. Then I think I've covered everything. Oh! Then I'll go on to all the hardware in the kit.
I was going to say, yeah, we've not touched the hardware yet.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Feels like you've
Thank you.
covered
I'm like,
everything.
I've got everything that's on my thing, except as we move into all the dies and everything, right? So, here we go. This, I must get a card done with this. I love when we do skeleton dies like this.
Yeah, beautiful.
And they're lovely for doing paper piecing. They're lovely if you want to do like stained glass effects with them. There's the heart that I did, that lovely... So we did the foiling. Now that was glitter pasted, gilding flakes.
Gilding flakes.
That was foiled.
Oh, yes.
With the rose gold foil on there as well, the blush foil, right? So that's the foiling. Onto that. That there is
That's
your
pretty.
lovely corner stamp. We will get some stamping and colouring done in the next show.
Yep.
Then you've got your lovely big floral spray. That's the one that I also stamped and got that lovely spray effect with. We're going to be doing some work with the stencil. I'm going to be showing you how you can put your ink pads and your glitter paste through the stencil.
Lovely.
Might get that done before the end of the show. Embossing folder. You've got that lovely embossing folder with the outline embossing on there. You've got the stamps where you're going to be die cutting and stamping the elements that go together.
Yep.
That lovely edgeable that we talked about is built into there as well. You've got the rolled paper flowers. So there's your rolled flowers in there that we talked about. And then finally, I promised everybody, but it will be the later show, that I will show you how to do the inking where we do the multi-layer stencil to make that. It's a 5-part multi-layer stencil, and I'm actually going to go whole hog, and I'm going to I'm going to glitter paste the top layer.
Wow. Now we've covered everything.
Now we've covered everything.
And that's, you can see for yourself that it took about 15 minutes to get through all of the items within this collection. A 23-piece showstopper. Quarter of the stock now of the showstopper gone. We are still 2.5 hours away from the official launch of this. You know what it means? It means that if you haven't yet checked yours out, you need to be doing so, because it's only going to get busier as more people wake up, more people jump in and join us on that launch day show. It is only going to get busier. Julie Barrett says, I'm supposed to be hoovering, but I'm mesmerised by Sara's demos, and she's like lightning. It is a fab show. She's on a roll today, isn't she? Hey, Sara is on a roll. Mimi says there's been a lot of love for delivery on this show, which has been amazing, but I want to give a lot of love to Sharon in customer service. She went above and beyond for one of my orders. Sara, thank you for this. Sara, you have a great team on and off screen, especially the presentation lead, Ben.
Oh.
Thank you. Keep it going, everybody. It's good. Thank you. Christine Mahoney says, I love the papers, and to be fair, the whole collection is amazing. And Tammy says, good morning all from a frigid South Dakota. It's so cold, we aren't having school. Snow day!
Wow.
It's my birthday today. I wonder what I'm buying myself for a present. Well, happy birthday, Tammy. And I wonder what you could be buying. It's this, isn't it? It's this. Listen, keep the comments coming through. I'm particularly interested to know if you've gone showstopper and bonus buy, but also if you have sort of picked and chosen, what have you gone for? And also, if you have gone showstopper and bonus buy, have you added more in? Which of the paper pads have you added more of? Have you added more of the beautiful paper? Have you added more of the matte? What have you done? Let me know. I'm being very nosy, I know, but there's so many of you shopping right now. I need to know what is in your carts and in your baskets. Mimi's just said, I use my platinum calendar to note the shows and star the shows that I want to go back and watch.
I tell you what, that needs a gold star.
Ah.
That is how you do it.
That's a great idea.
That is how you do it.
Yeah. However, so he goes on to say, however, every day is starred.
Well, you know, that's because we have great stuff on every day.
Well, exactly right. Great stuff, great shows, great personalities. I mean, everything that you would want and more here at Crafters TV. Right, we're going to go back to some more demos with you. Quick question from Alcia, and again, ask the questions. We love to answer them. If you're not sure, ask. Alcia's just wondering about the glue. Can you use that glue for all stamps? You know you were using it on the stamps. There's nothing specific about these stamps, is there?
No, you can use them on all of your stamps.
Excellent
Fabulous.
news. Right, so decisions then. We've got about 20 minutes left.
Right, I'm going to do the bow. I'm going to show you how to do a beautiful vellum bow. Then I might get we haven't done anything with the matte mirror champagne cardstock, and I might do a little bit, show you how to do a bit of inking onto that, and also a little bit of glitter paste.
All in the next 20 minutes?
Yeah, let's go for it now. How about we do a bow with the vellum?
Who loves how excited Sara is today? I love excited Sara. It's so funny.
Oh, who was watching last week?
That went viral, that video.
It's because I had a jumpsuit on, so I kept jumping.
Did you like my little Super Mario video I did?
I did like your little Super Mario video.
Very good with all the sound effects.
He's so good. Right.
Right.
So here's how we're going to do it, but I'll do two because you're going to see it for the first time and you're going to be like, drop the mic. I can't believe she's just done that.
Okay.
Right? So take a piece of whatever, fold it in half. Right? So you want to fold it in half. And then I'm just going to cut myself like a strip, like this sort of thing, right? Now, I roughly want you to think half and half, right? We want to cut our bow into the middle and then leave the poker bit coming off the end, right? So watch what I mean. We're going to cut in an S curve. So S, in, out,
shake it all
tail,
about.
right? So we're going to go in, out, tail, right? I mean, you do want to kind of make them look almost the same, right? They don't, so we'll maybe just take you into there. So almost, yeah, it looks a bit the same, right? So in, out, tail. In, out, tail. You got it?
Yeah.
Right? Then the top tail in this middle bit, I want you to cut up to halfway. Yep. Flip it over. Do the same with this bottom one. We're going to cut up to halfway. Okay. Right? Got it? Then when you open this out, one's coming down and one's coming up.
Get out of
town.
So
on this bit here, these
brilliant.
Two just piece together, right? Fold it over, and it makes into a little bow like that.
That's brilliant.
Yeah?
Yes.
And then actually you can take a little bit of this. Let's have a little look, and I'm going to try and do it. And you can just wrap it round the middle piece here like this, just to piece it all together. Oh, I'm going to cut myself a nice little strip in. Let me do one again for you so that you can see it, because now you know what you're doing, right? It's going to make sense, right? So you're going to cut a little piece like this, right? I'm going to make my tail not as long this time, right? So I'm going to go in, just so you can see a different style. In, out, tail. Yep.
Yep.
You're going to go out, in, tail. Yep. Remember what you're doing here. You're coming down from the top. Turn it over. This one here coming down from the bottom. Yep. Fold them over so that they go top and bottom like this. Fold them in together.
Brilliant.
And there's your, and actually I'm looking at that and I'm going, I want it to come neater into the middle, so I'm going to go more into the middle like this, more into the middle like that. So now when I fold that in, yeah, it's going to meet. And there is my little bow. How cute are they to put on you? And I love it when you've got like the little bit shown on the vellum there like that.
You're getting a lot of love for that on the socials.
A lot of love for that on the socials, I would hope so. Let's have a little look. So if I'm going to just do I said I'd finish it off a little bit in the middle, didn't I? So can you see, you just take a little piece like this. I'm going to get a little bit of tape pen and glue that down there like that, right? And then all you do is to hold the whole thing in place.
Just wrap it around the middle.
Round. Just wrap that round, you see.
That's very good.
Yeah, and then there's a little button on your project.
That's brilliant. Yeah, I've never seen you do that before.
Yeah, I know, I've never done it before on Crafters TV.
Oh.
I saw a little, I saw a TikTok at Christmas, and I was like, hello, I can do them.
Yeah.
How good do they look in the vellum, though?
Absolutely.
Incredible. Right, so that was the first one. Now, what else did I say I was going to do? I did say I was going to get the embossing fold, the stencil.
Yeah, oh, yeah, stencil.
And we'll do a little bit of inking, right? So here we go. And what I was desperate to ink onto, although I haven't tried this, so we'll be doing it live in the show, guys. We'll give it a go. I'm going to try and ink onto a little bit of that. I love this. That
gorgeous,
champagne colour, I just think it's to die for, right? So I'm going to get the champagne colour.
More so in the satin mirror card as well. I'm such a convert from I love mirror card, but I'm now all about the satin mirror.
More about the satin.
Yeah.
Don't you know he's all about the satin?
About the satin.
No mirror card. Right, okay, so let's have a little, we'll just cut a little piece of this ready. Right.
Can I throw something at you that Christine suggested as well?
Go on.
Whether you think this would work. In my mind, it would. She says, what about if you could you put that glue on an embossing folder that you put on the stamp and then put it through your machine and then foil or gilding flake?
Right.
Or would that not be possible?
So I wouldn't put it in the embossing folder because I think the pressure of the machine will make the glue ooze out and go all over.
Okay.
What I would do is I would emboss, and we can do it actually.
Here we go.
Right. I'll do it, we'll make time.
Do what you were going to do
I'll just
first.
do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do first, don't worry, right? Oh, do you know what I might do here as well? Right, I'm going to, little bit of spray on.
Spritz and whack.
You're nearly run out. Right, tiny little bit of spray on. But really, I've put the tiniest little amount on.
Yeah.
I'm going to emboss it first. Oh, don't go down
Hello.
there. I'm going to emboss it first, and then once it's embossed, I'm going to ink through it, right? So that's going to go on there like that. Now, when you're embossing a stencil, I've got that in the wrong place. When you are embossing a stencil, guys, the sandwich combination that you need, please tell me I've got a, do you know what we've got now in here? Here it is, right. No, we have got stuff in here, guys. I just can't look past my nose end, right? Just to be clear, right? It's not the problem, I'm the problem. Right, so what you do is, you have the bottom, then you put on your embossing mat, because we're going to push the cardstock through the stencil. Then you go with your clear. If you've got the embossing, you never have this one in. You put the top one on, right? So we get all of those there, and I'm going to, oh my word, look at me. I've got stuff everywhere.
Hashtag Messiest Craft. I'm loving this. We are so busy, guys, by the way. I mean, over a quarter of the stock has gone, and so many of you are saying how much you love that little bow trick as well. You've wowed people with that, Sarah. You've wowed them.
Loving it, loving it. Right, this is just going to look fabulous embossed, but wait till I put the ink on, you're all going to go, no way, look what Sarah just did. Right, so I do need a, right, here we go. So I'm going to pick up the ink, and I'm going to ink through now onto them. I don't know how well you're going to see it. You will see it. I'll do a little bit of it.
Sam's coming in.
Yeah. You know, this is the beauty about playing live on TV. I'm pleased I inked it, though.
Yeah.
I think you'll see it more on the white, guys, than you will see. But I'll show you a little bit on here, right? Are you ready when I peel this off? Oh, I can just see how good. Yeah, it looks good.
My goodness.
Yes. And then this, you can see where I've started to put some of the ink
You can see the
through.
hint of it, yeah?
Yeah, the hint of it. But actually, I think that just looks brilliant on that colour, doesn't it?
Oh, wow.
I mean, and that's not even an embossing folder, guys.
No.
It's just this, right? Then the other thing I did say I would do is I wanted to do the, I wanted to glitter paste on this.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to pop you down there. I'm going to pop this on. Should we emboss it just so that the
Yes.
glitter paste stays? Ben's like, yes, we should.
We should.
Yes, we should just emboss that, Sarah, because it looks
Do you know
great.
what? As much as I enjoy the shows where we create cards, I'm really enjoying the show of you just going like tips, techniques, hints, ideas. It's just...
So I had loads of cards, guys,
Yeah.
and I will do some cards in the next show. The problem is, I wanted to show you the wax seal kit, the glitter paste, the gilding flakes, the foil and transfers, how to do the rolled flower. And if I did my demo with each one of those, you'd only get about 3 of them done.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to show you absolutely everything, something I had to give. So making a finished card is what I had to give. But you can watch the first look and see the lovely cards. Who did you see did the show at the weekend?
It was, Debbie and Becky.
Debbie and Becky, yep. Right, let's have a little look. Here we go.
And just to say, like, I might be kind of, stepping on sort of Sarah's parade here a little bit, but in the launch part, the launch day show rather, if you want to see more like this, just let us know. You're happy to do either, right?
I will happily do whatever you guys want.
Cards or techniques, what do you want to see more of?
I'm just going to say, we exist to serve you guys.
We do.
I will wear the, what do you call them? I will wear the, we're the servants. What is it?
Yeah, we're the what? Servants?
No, we're the server. We serve our people, don't we? We'll do whatever you want, guys.
You are our masters.
Yes. You tell us what you want to do.
Tell us what you want, and we
tell
do
us what you want, we'll do it, right?
Within reason.
Oh, I'm not kidding. This is going to look immense. Right? I know I said that about the last one as well. And was I wrong, guys? Was I wrong? No. Not at all. Right. You know when it's just coming together and you're like, yes.
Yeah.
So,
smashing it.
And then I'm going to take this one here, right?
Yep.
And we're going to go with the next colour. So we're going to do an ombre.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ombre this through. And I'm going to ombre back to the original colour.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go 1 ombre, 2. So I'm going to put the... Look, you hardly use any, right? So I'm going to... This is when we do the ombre. You take it down there like that, right? Make sure you put plenty on. You can always clean it off afterwards, but don't scrape it off, especially when you're using glitter card. Don't over-scrape, right? And then you'll go into there. And then I'm going to bring you back on here now.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, this I'm just going to tell you now, it's going to look immense. I can't wait to lift this off. Right, so this goes onto here like this. And just make sure I've got every... And I think the fact that I pre-embossed it just gives you something to work into.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Big
So we've
reveal.
got plenty of that on. We're going to peel this off. Oh, I wasn't kidding.
My word.
Wow. That, do you know what? It's that matte mirror. Yeah, oh, look at that when you get to the light on it. Yes, that is demo of the show, just self-proclaiming.
Exactly. You don't need a vote.
I haven't made a card, but you know what? I could take that, I could put my little bit of vellum on that we foiled onto, pop that over the front.
Yeah, yeah.
I could take my flowers and stick the flowers down the corner.
Yeah.
What else have I done? I could put my stamped little bits in the background. We can stick the bow on the corner.
Yeah.
It'd be looking incredible.
I see what you've done here. All of the elements and all the tips and techniques that you've shown has come together to create this card.
Yes.
It's been a 2-hour journey to get to what would be the demo of the show.
I love that.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. You know when you're just so chuffed with something? And I wish you could see it in real life, because as I'm looking at it here, right, it almost looked like it's got a shadow around it because of the embossing. Yeah. Honestly, it's fabulous, guys. You've got to get it home and have a play with it.
You got to. The comments are just off the chart here. This show is so brilliant, says Wendy. Wanda Sexton says, not buying it. At least I tried. I got the showstopper, bonus buys, and the floral embellishments.
You need it. Get extras of the floral embellishments. I bet you the update. Oh, I should point you out. Bet you the update we're coming back with in the next couple of hours for the big show is that them flowers could have sold out on their own individually. I can see that coming a mile off.
They will have, absolutely. I can see it coming an absolute... Oh, we put that there. I can see it coming a mile off as well. So.
And if presenter lead says it, it must be true.
Wanda's saying, Sara, my 4-year-old great-granddaughter, Lainey, wants to know why you can't come and colour with us.
Well, I can, through the magic of TV. Through the magic of TV, I can be in your lounge with you.
Hi, Wanda. Hi, Lainey. Robbie says, wow, I've never seen a bow made like that. Love the use of the vellum. I definitely will go back, says Heather Springer, and watch this show on break. Sara is full of inspiration, tips and tricks this morning that I can't catch it all. Sara has been. I mean, Sara's always brilliant, right? But today, next level of brilliant, I think.
Benjamin. Whew. Next
I think you
level
have
brilliant.
Charles yesterday. No, I think you have, and I love these shows where you just go, right, do a bit of this, I'll do a bit of that. Here's a tip, here's a trick, here's a little demo, here's something you can try. I love it. And then you guys go, oh, could we do this? Could we do that? And Sara goes, well, let's try it. Let's see what we can. And I just love these shows. These are my favourite shows. And let's do it again in launch day in a couple of hours' time.
Go on then.
I know you've got cards lined up, right? And if you guys want to see finished projects, let's absolutely do that.
Tell you what, tell us now, because there's only 7 minutes left, and I want to show you all the other samples. So start putting in the comments now what you want to see, so that then, who did you say was on Superstar Socials today? You can tell me what I'm doing. I've got the 2 hours to get ready for it.
Okay, fire them in. We've got Jan on the socials, so just let us know. We could do a bit of a mix and match, do a bit of everything. But there's tons to come later. So even if you have shopped and bought, you're going to come back later on and watch this. Tell everybody else as well. If you've got any crafty friends who aren't watching this morning, maybe they're not up yet, make sure you tell them to get to launch date and get that showstopper lickety-split, because it is very, very busy. Jeffrey Langley's in saying happy Tuesday, Ben and Sara and the super marvellous crew. Less 55 says, my word, what an incredible collection. I bought the paper pad bundle, spare 6x6 pad and the dried flowers. You say it's my daughter's 50th birthday coming up soon, so guess what I will be using?
Oh,
This will be marvellous. Lynn, loving all the tips and techniques today. Lynn South, I had the wax seal kit for ages and now I'm going to have a play. Jeffrey says, more techniques would indeed be great. And Mimi George says, you live to serve.
That's it. We live to serve. That's exactly what I was after. We live to serve.
I'm never going to tire of that. This is so funny.
For those of you that weren't watching, last Thursday I was a little bit hyper. Don't know what I was running on 2 hours sleep because I'd been presenting more live on the Mon, and I'd been up since 3:30, I think. And we got to the show at 6 o'clock and I was just running on fumes, and then Ben just tipped me over the edge in terms of, like, Ben got super excited and I just exploded. And you saw the aftermath of it.
But that's one of my favourite, and me and Sarah have had a few pictures over the years, as you can imagine. That's one of my favourite pictures, though, you and I in the air, jumping at the same time. It's brilliant. Lisa wants to see more techniques. Suzette Sue says, I appreciate more techniques. That would be fabulous. The glitter paste on that matte mirror looks amazing, says Mimi. And Sandra says, can you use the multi-layer stencils with different colour glitter paste if you leave it to dry properly between the layers?
Yes, you absolutely could. It would be difficult because you've got the bumpiness. What I would do is, you know what we can try? How about this afternoon, we'll try some layers with the ink pads, we'll put another layer on with the Gildan Flakes, and then we'll put the top layer on with the glitter paste, because then the glitter paste is the only bumpy one. Yeah, that'll look good. Yeah, write that down, Johnny, now I've said that, because I also just said 5 minutes ago I was going to do something else. Yeah. And I can't even remember what it was that I was going to do. I can't even remember what we were talking about.
We're going to ink through the stencils later on, aren't we? Is that what we're
going to ink through the stencils, yeah. Somebody asked about putting glue on the... Oh, yes, I was going to emboss, and then I was going to put... Right, so also write that down, because now I haven't got time for that. I'm going to do emboss and folder, and then I'm going to put the Gildan Flake over the top, and then we're going to put some... so we're just going to raise it over the top on the very fine bit. Because I'll need a brayer. Right, we'll have to see if I can find a brayer in the break.
There's one out there, I think. Johnny's trying to write it all down now.
Yeah, good luck, Johnny.
What was the last thing you just said?
I don't know. You're going to have to rewind and see what I said. Or people in the comments will tell you what I've just promised to do.
What did we just ask you? We asked you something. We asked about
multi-layering. Multi-layering, and I was going to do a layer with ink, a layer with Gildan Flakes, and a layer with glitter paste. I mean, I hope you can do it. We'll find out. If not, won't we?
Inking stencils, embossing Gildan Flakes, multi-layering. Johnny's writing all this down. He's making a bit of a shopping list. Anything else you want to see? Anything else you want to know? Please feel free to ask. Do you know what? I kind of knew this would happen. The majority, yes, thank you very much indeed, Jan, who's on the socials today. It's definitely techniques you guys want to see. More techniques, says Wendy. Love how excited Sara gets. Me too. Excited Sara is the best, Sara. It's so funny. Lisa, techniques. Suze, more techniques. Keep the comments coming through, and we'll have a little bit of an I Spy through the comments. And a lovely Jan, I know, will send more through to us as well. But let's do that then. And, you know, if we get a chance as well, Sara, I'm sure we'll put a few projects together for you. We've got 2 hours, so we'll get through as much as we can. What you can do really in the meantime is get everything that you need, and then you can sit back, relax, pick up all of the hints, tips and demos, and then get your requests in as well for anything else that you want to see. Oh, who put What the? Sorry, everybody. You don't get that. There's only one person who gets. Hello.
I'm just showing you a demo of the show.
Oh.
Is the special background / glitter pasted technique base / 3D embossing with stencil with a bow on the edge with a couple of beautiful rolled paper flowers that have also been gilded flaked, along with some foiling onto vellum with Ben's idea, the foiling with the background pieces and a couple of little flowers, and we've been stamping and gilding. I mean, we have had the most fun ever in the last hour. Boom, 2 hours, and we'll do it all again.
That is the, yes, but this is the let's get rid of that as well. No, actually, let's leave it. This is what you're going to get minus this. But look, if you go for the Floral Elegance Paper Card collection, you get an extra set of your 12 by 12 pearl pad, an extra set of your 12 by 12 matte and mirror cardstock, an extra set of your 12 by 12 paper, an extra set of your 6 by 6. Oh, hello. An extra set of your 8 by 8 foil transfers, and an extra set of your.
You do
8
need
by 8
that.
vellum.
You need. It's not a want, it's a need.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And of course, don't forget, and as Sara's reiterated, if you want to get this half price, you bung it in with your showstopper. Don't do it as a separate basket. Do it all together. I cannot wait to reconvene in 2 hours' time. Sara, thank you so much. You have been magnificent.
I have felt magnificent. Thank you. We'll do it all again in a couple of hours' time.
Yes, but absolutely well. More techniques. That's what you want to see. Keep the requests coming in the meantime. It's going to be awesome. But get the goodies whilst you can, because we've been so super busy. That has been the busiest wake-up call of the year so far. I'm calling it now. It's going to be the busiest launch day. You'll need to be back here in 2 hours' time. Until then, check out your baskets. And bye for now.